Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here. Song name, that was In Amber Clad from the Halo 2 soundtrack. Hello, it's me, and I'm here. Welcome everybody to the brand new Ultimate Forge, which I have spent quite a bit of time off stream working on, and I'm very excited to show you all of what I've got so far. It's very fun, very exciting, for me anyway. Maybe for you, especially once you guys get your hands on it. Things are looking pretty different around here. And you know, we've got some beautiful creations in the map. We got the Mega Mantis over there, the Scarab down there. It's looking pretty good. Ultimate Forge, yes. In fact, it is. And I see German Trollface super chatted a 2 before I even started streaming and said, he'll never see this. Good try, buddy. I saw it. If my camera was angled a little bit higher, I'd be right in your face right now. I'd be looking right at you. Earth biome is looking great. Well, not to spoil the big reveal, but it's not the only biome currently in this map. What I always imagine the ultimate canvas to be. Well, it's a lot better now. Like, significantly better. In fact, while this part of the map is very plain and boring right now, and I have lots more to add to it, it is much smoother and nicer, and everything is looking pretty good. And I have some work in progress other biomes already. Only 2, or I think I have 3 biomes now out of the 4 planned, and I could technically add even more of them if I wanted to. Like, there's literally nothing stopping me. But so far, it's just the 4 planned. And they look good. They look really good, and I'm so excited to show you guys. I hope you're ready. I spy that mantis. Yes, the Mega Mantis. Big and strong. We all can only hope to one day be as big and strong as the Mega Mantis back there. He's a big man. This mod will leave you saying, are you shitting me in a good way? It better. You better be shitting when you play this mod. I love your player model. Thank you. I colored it myself. Are there any areas shaped like half maps like Forge World? Or Halo maps like Forge World? Not exactly, but I did my best to come up with some unique terrain shapes that you can use in like various different ways. And the good news is that unlike Forge World, where you have to only use the terrain that's given to you, in this mod, you can place your own terrain. Looks like Wash and Red versus Blue. True. But I came up with these colors before Wash even existed, okay? This is my unique colors from before Wash was even introduced in Red versus Blue, and definitely before he got his blue team colors. German Trollface, thank you so much for the $5. Much appreciated. I'm just wondering, will the Corvette be a prop as well as a vehicle, like for background scenery? Well, I don't have it on my list right now, but I will be adding lots more objects. And the ships are something I've been planning on for a while. So, yeah. But I do need to write it down. We're going to have, like, cruisers, corvettes, Covenant Capital ships, of course. And maybe some other stuff, like from the Reach mod, those other cool ships. It'd be fun to add to this. I got plenty of space on the Forge list right now, so I'm really not stressing about it. Damn, Wash looks like Drake from RejectedShotgun. Real. Real. See, that's the right take here. That is the right take here. What is the lights coming off the Scarab? I don't know, but they're on the Scarab, so I made sure to add it when I made this. I think they look kind of cool. They're like big spotlights or something. But they are, in fact, accurate to the Halo video game. Oh, I'm sipping my coffee. It's good. It's good. All right, you guys want to see a little tour of how the map's looking so far? I hope one day El Dorito's Forge gets implemented and this mod benefits from it. I miss that Forge mode. I miss it too. El Dorito's Forge mode was amazing. It had features that only just now are arriving in Halo Infinite's Forge. Well, have arrived in Halo Infinite's Forge, like object scaling. So you're saying this isn't a video game. Well, listen, I never explicitly said that. But simulation theory is pretty compelling. Anyway, I want to show you guys. Wait, when will this mod be theoretically out and playable? Hopefully in like a week. I say that a lot, but I've made some really good progress in just a day, which I'll show you here in a second, and then I'll let you be the judge of whether a week is a good time frame or not. A week? Well, I mean, as long as I don't end up getting caught up on things like completely recreating the Mega Mantis perfectly and then not releasing the mod until it's done, yeah, probably. Okay, not a week, not a week. I'm totally gonna do the Mega Mantis. I lied. 2 weeks. No, 1 week. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. You know what I'm saying? I work at my own pace, my own time. It's very hard being me. It's not hard being me. I just make Halo mods. Anyway, let me give you guys a tour. Okay, let me jump out of my chair. Whoa. Okay. Hello. It's good to see you. Good to looking. Wow, you're looking sharp today. Damn, you look so good today. Anyway. Let me give you a little tour, alright? So for those of you who have been tuning in on the past couple of streams, you know that I did get this map into the game last stream. However, it was a little bit cursed. I'm not gonna lie. It was thanks I'm naked. All the more reason for the compliment. I bet you'll be done by the end of September, considering that you've been flip-flopping on projects. I might just. Oh, I'm definitely getting it done by the end of September. That's like the absolute latest. Cloudswell, thank you so much for the 2. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Make it playable, Rejected. See, I didn't read the Senpai Woo, because I have self-control. And self-respect. I also just realized my audio was off. It's fine, though. Let me give you guys a tour, okay? We're going to start with the grass biome, as it's the only one that's, like, particularly polished, alright? So, as you may remember from some of the Blender streams, this here is the big circular arena type area. You can build a cool map enclosed in these big cliffs. The textures, I just want to throw this out there. The textures are subject to change. The structures of everything are subject to change. There's no trees, there's no rocks. It's all very bare and naked right now. But it's getting there. You know, we have the big flat open area over there where you can build to your heart's content. And then, of course, there's these big terrain areas, the lake. There's even the little forge island over here, which is pretty cool. Hey, I paid good money to hear you say that. You can't make me be cringe. You can't make me do it. I have self-control. But here we have a cool forge island. Did I just hear falcon bullets? Hornet bullets. Easy mistake to make, though. You know, this place is pretty large. It's a pretty good-sized island. If I was in forge mode, I could float around and place a lot of terrain and buildings and stuff. You could do some cool stuff on this island. And of course, while you're on the island, you get a nice view of the map. The big Forerunner walls blocking between the biomes. You can see all the structures. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. What if I paid 10 fivers? Well, I would definitely be more lenient and would actually consider it. Is there enough space to rebuild my colossal canyon? Yes. However, you probably can't use the actual ground. You would have to build above the biomes. Or above this biome. Which is totally doable. The the space in the air is like way up there. Anyway, we'll keep going real quick. One of the things that I was excited to do, and I've done now several times off stream, but I know some of you guys wanted to see too. Boo, make it bigger. Look, theoretically I could. And actually, sadly, I was considering it because some of this stuff feels a little bit smaller than I was comfortable with. I won't even lie. But anyway, there's some cool structures, and I spent a lot of time smoothing out the terrain a decent bit. But this is something I wanted to do for a while, which was to come all the way through this big canyon here, which is very satisfying to do. I don't know, there's just something about it when you fly a pelican through this canyon that just, it brings me joy. It really does. And I will say, one thing that's really nice about this grassy biome is that it just kind of feels fuller. The textures are more polished because I already had these textures prepared. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Then you have the divot in the ground here, where you've got all kinds of cool areas to build. I like this area a lot. The bigger ravine reminds me of the Halo CE 2003 demo. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I could see it. Canyon reminds me of that snowy canyon you made a few months back. Yeah, actually was inspired by that. So people could kind of make a map similar to that using that structure. But speaking of snowy, if you wanted to make it on a snowy version of this, you could. But if I fly over this wall here into the second zone in the map, technically the third, but whatever, you can see that you have options now. Now this area is even more unfinished than the grassy area, but it is in fact implemented. It's a second BSP in the map, so it's like 2 maps combined into one, kind of like a campaign mission, and it's entirely its own area. Bro, Demon tipped $100, dude. Holy hell. Demon, thank you so much for the $100 tip. God damn. I see you. Holy hell. Demon back at it. No kidding. God damn. No, you did not. You did not tip that. Alright, guys, what I'm reading right now is totally real. Totally real, guys. Keep in mind, I'm about to read Demon's tip, and it's totally a real, honest opinion of mine. Halo 4 is the best game in the world, and that is my actual opinion. Not just saying that because of this insane $100 dono. That reminds me, Demon DM'd me and told me his new computer finally arrived, so that's really cool. Oh, it's the 19th! It did arrive. God damn it, man. God damn it. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. Listen, you could hear the monotony in my voice. My monotone, uninterested, unenthusiastic voice. That spoke volumes, okay? Just because I read that word for word. Listen. Just because I read it. Look, it's a deep fake. It's a deep fake. That was an AI voice. It was an AI voice, guys. That's not my opinion on Halo 4. It's an AI deep fake. Don't believe the globalist conspiracy to make people think I like Halo 4. Well, actually, I do like Halo 4, just not that much. Should add some arc structure to the desert. Yeah, I was actually considering it. I need to add like big rocks and like some of the desert trees and foliage and stuff too. I need to make the sand look visually more interesting because right now it's really plain. I need to paint it, make it look good. The rocks too. The rocks have a completely random texture. Like, they have the right texture, but it needs to be like painted because there's different types of rock paint I can put on it. But yeah, this is the sandy biome. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Demon, again, thank you for that $100 tip. I know you did it just to make me say that bullshit, and you knew I would say it if you tipped such a massive amount. But god damn it, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That is a huge amount of money. Sandgrass? Did I say sandgrass? There's no way I said sandgrass. I refuse to believe that. Anyway, if we exit into the grassy biome, and then we take a little detour over the wall on the other side, we'll enter another very work-in-progress zone. That's right, it's the snowy biome with ice. Huge snow. He probably didn't even tip, he just wanted you to get that off your chest. It's not true! It's not true! Welcome to the snow biome, everybody. Very pretty, actually. I'm looking forward to actually building some snow maps here myself. And of course, I'm going to be adding snowy terrain pieces and sandy terrain pieces for the other side. But yeah, as you can see, it is very cool. I like this area a lot. It is very pretty. Yeah, no, it's nice. And for better or worse, at least for now, it is a mirrored version of the terrain that is on the grass area. And I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of time to make the terrain for this, even though it's not like the most amazing ever, nor the most detailed ever. It just takes a really long time to make good terrain. So yeah, I did duplicate it for now, but because they're mirrored, it kind of feels different a little bit, sort of. Is the fourth zone gonna be the flood zone? I'm gonna be real with you guys, I have not decided what to put as the fourth zone yet. I have ideas, you know I have ideas, I've been talking about it, and you guys have given me a ton of really good suggestions that I wouldn't even have thought of otherwise. But I actually just don't know yet, I really don't. Fourth zone should be Forerunner. I mean, these are all technically Forerunner zones, they've got the walls, you know? Yeah, snow, very pretty. Although I will admit the lighting on this map is so bright that the snow just looks like pure white. So for the different zones, I think I am going to have to add slightly modified skyboxes so that the lighting's not so intense. Because yeah, it's a lot. It's really a lot. But I'm really pleased with the aesthetic. One thing I should point out really quickly is these Forerunner walls. Skaboodly made these amazing walls for me. They were Forerunner in design, but they weren't textured, and I really, really liked them. But he actually said, after he made them, he made a really good point. He's like, wait, why don't you just use the walls from the Ark, the mission, the Ark, the Sandy mission? And I was thinking about it because his point was like, if I do that, it'll be a lot faster. Like, it won't take me nearly as long to do this. And I was like, that's kind of true. It actually turned out, I had tried it, and then it kind of turned out to be a decent amount of work, but I didn't have to texture it. And I just had to like fill in some invisible holes because this used to be part of a skybox. But yeah, long story short, these new giant foreigner walls that I ripped out of campaign from the Ark skybox, they do look really good, and obviously they feel very genuinely Halo-y because, I mean, like, they are literally made by Bungie. And just repurposing them for this looks quite good. Looks quite good. Anakin Actual, re-upping for 2-month membership. Thank you so much. Halo 4 equals insurrectionist propaganda. How can one member be so based? God damn. And Demon with the $5. Man, that's like ingrained in my brain. I swear I've had dreams where I said that. Thank you very much for the $5, Demon. 4th zone should be a waifu beach with forgave waifu AI. Forerunner? You meant Forerunner, didn't you? But anyway, yeah, this is pretty fun. So I've got these 2 zones. There are some issues I need to fix with how the portals work. If I'm right here, I can see the entire snow zone over the wall. I can see the grass zone that I'm in. And if I look over there, I can see the sandy zone. But I do need to fix this. I know how to fix it, but I'm feeling a little lazy. Also, don't mind the flickering over there. Totally a feature. But yeah, if I go, I think through here. Yeah, the moment I go through here, the portals, which portals in Halo mapping terms are just like, they're clipping planes basically. So if you're behind a portal, it stops rendering stuff. It's just a way to save on performance. I know a cheeky workaround to make it so that I can see everything all at once, but I'll have to implement that later. I learned it by taking a look at the New Mombasa map from Halo 3 ODST. Very cheeky solution there that I'll be implementing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Halo Wars 2 highway aesthetic equals 4th zone. Halo Wars 2 highway? Wait, where was the highway in Halo Wars 2? Oh, Demon with the $5 forgeable, bro. Wait, what did I read? Oh, forgave. Forgeable waifus. You know, I hate to admit it, but if I did that, I'm pretty sure that people would rejoice. I give up. Google the map, please. Halo Wars 2 highway. Halo Wars 2 highway. What is this? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me turn my webcam on. Ah! Hey, it's just me. Sorry, I'm a mess today. I did not get very much sleep, so yeah, I just kind of jumped on stream. Halo Wars 2 highway. What is this? Oh, it's like the Forerunner. Oh, I played this map. Pretty sure this is the map that Demon owned me on. Is it Bedrock? No, Highway. Why can't I find any good screenshots of Highway? It's just like a foreigner city. No, yeah, this is like the map in campaign. It's map. I was kind of expecting it to be a city. I was like, huh. Fix my broken Halo account? I'm sorry, I'm just a guy who plays Halo. I don't work for Number Company. You've come to the wrong place, my friend. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. I can't lie, I'm really excited about this. When's the 24-hour stream? You know what? I might plan on it, actually, because it would be fun to do a 24-hour stream. Just a guy who mods Halo. That is true. I don't actually play Halo. I play my mods in Halo on game nights. Very different. I want to take a nap, but I want to watch. I want to take a nap, but I gotta stream. We all have to make hard decisions in life, Green. This is one of those moments. What's your decision? Arma 3 Operation Trebuchet for 24 hours. Only if I get to install all the Halo mods for Arma 3. I don't know what the new ones are. Wait, I'm dumb. You literally said Operation Trebuchet. But isn't that the old one? I swear I heard there was a new Halo mod with even more content other than Operation Trebuchet. Okay, Pelican. Very cool. Very epic. Everybody loves Pelicans. But I will say, it's a little uncanny on this map. It doesn't feel like Ultimate. Oh my god, that was so loud. That was so loud. But having a falcon on here just feels uncanny. For one, obviously, because it's a falcon in Halo 3. Oh god, this is bad. But two, because this is Ultimate Forge. And like, I don't know. Just knowing it's Ultimate Forge and having a falcon throws me off. Why is this so loud? Hold on. Wow, that is terribly loud. That barely helped. I guess that helped a little bit. But yeah, it just feels crazy to have like a falcon on this map and just be flying around. I'm so excited to see people play on this map and explore all the zones. You know what I have a feeling? I have a feeling somebody's gonna like play this mod and be like, wow, what a cool map. It's a big grassy area covered in big Forerunner walls. And then they're never going to realize that if they just flew up over the walls, there was like 4 other entire maps just as big as this one. I'm so sure that's going to happen to somebody. There is no way it's not. Demon, thank you so much for the 5, man. Much, much appreciated. One night you should just play the Black Ops 3 Zombies map. That's just Last Resort from Halo 3. Wait, what? Is that a thing? I never played that much Call of Duty. There's no way they just have Last Resort. Or is that like a mod? Have a gate at each wall. I'm actually quite tempted to put a gate in these walls. It wouldn't be too hard. There's like a perfect spot for an opening here. Although I will admit these openings would be massive. But I'm thinking like cutting into it right there. You know, like cutting off one of these like 3 giant pieces right here. And opening up this area below the lights. And then just making this a giant entryway. But I have a forged piece that you could place down sort of like... I don't know, what's a similar forge piece that I have? Well, just for example, obviously it would look way better than this, but like some kind of a door that like matches the aesthetic of this wall, and you could just like place it here in forge if you wanted to block off the gates. Otherwise, you know, you could just drive right through. The sleepiness is beating me. No! No! Don't let it win. Wait, is my Forerunner 1x1 play, does it still have emissions? Oh my god, how long has it been that I've had this forge piece and I didn't get rid of the emission map? There's just random glowing lines on it. That's so ugly. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix this. This is just embarrassing. How long has this mod been out and I forgot to remove the glowing lines? Like, man, and I call myself a decent modder. Okay. Let's fix that. It's under, I think, objects, levels, multi-alpine sandbox. And to all the people who are saying, don't call it alpine sandbox, I'm sorry to disappoint. But it's still called alpine sandbox. In the files, self-illumination off. Oh, I fixed it. It's just now a good shiny metal plate for all this time. Wait, the bump map is completely wrong, too. What the fuck? Panel floor main bump? It's because... Wait. I never even fixed the bump map. I'm like dense or something. How did I mess that up? Now it matches up. Was it ugly the whole time? Look how much better that looks. That's actually like crazy how much better that looks. What? Damn, dude. I was asleep. And what is this? Why is there emissions on the side too? Dude, what? I am not good. I'm like slacking. This is like a very important forge piece. Look, now it's fixed. What is up with me, man? Yo, Demon, thank you so much for the 10, man. Much appreciated. Remind me to learn how to mod so I can make an AI of my jester who just slaps the player with a stack of bills so that I can shove the tag in your face as an Easter egg. Yo, honestly, I hate to admit it, but that would be kind of funny. Like, I hate it, but I kind of like it. You know what I mean? Josh, thank you so much for the 2 months re-upping. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming back. Come back for that more sweet and supple mod content. Pretend I didn't use those particular adjectives because it's kind of gross, but thank you. Sexy shotgun. What can I say? What can I say? It's all in the peanuts that I eat. My tropical fruit and nut trail mix. God, that's the least manly thing I've ever said in my entire life. But it's pretty bomb, so you know what? I don't even care. Nut, yes. Literally nut. Just got my new computer, so it's about 6K. That's so much money for a computer. That's gonna be like a little... Like, everybody always jokes about it. They're like, oh, they got a NASA computer. They could run Minecraft with shaders and Crysis on Ultra. God, that made me feel so old saying that. But now, like, you can actually do that. You are that guy. Demon and Rejected working together so they can whitewash money through donations from old cartel business? No, no, definitely not true. Not Demon of Drugs. No way, no way. It's not true. Is that a sentinel wall? It's just a wall from the Ark. It's just, I believe it's a separating wall, separating the biomes on the Ark, or maybe it's just like a regular wall separating off various sections. I did scale it up quite a bit. It's actually, in-game, it's about 75% of this size. I upped it by 1.5 times so that it's tall enough to kind of reach over all the terrain comfortably. I think the highest point that touches the wall and gets around the wall is right here. So, you know, you still got a decent amount of space here to look up. You know, you're not going to be jumping over this wall anytime soon. Can you make the wall have a cool interior? I mean, I could, yeah. No, I totally could. It's not out of the question. I can model that in. There's plenty of space on the interior for it. It's not a bad idea at all, actually. Having giant hallways through there, while I couldn't think of a good reason to forge with it personally, I'm sure other people could. That would be a great place to make a Fat Kid map. That would be, like, the best place to make a Fat Kid map, actually. Damn. Just the longest hallway in existence. Do a straight-up port of Epitaph in the middle. That is a good idea. Right now, the middle looks pretty cursed. I do have all 4 walls in. Like, obviously, there's only 3 of the 4 biomes in, because I haven't fully decided on what biome to put here yet. But yeah, I don't know what to do for the center yet. Like, obviously, I need to have some kind of structure here. But for the time being, it's just this. It's just, like, you know, these walls. I think what I'll have to do here is make some kind of a custom structure. Lava as 4th for sure. I'm debating it, so let me pull these up. Hold on. Halo 3. What's that new lockout recreation in Halo 3? The lava one. That's a lot of really good lava shaders. I'm tempted to use that. Halo 3, Halo Online maps. Shoot. What is that called? I don't know if there's going to be screenshots of it on Google. It's probably being overshadowed by, like, the years and years of existing Halo Online maps that we've had. I can't find... Oh, yeah, here. You can kind of see it here. And then, hold on. I'll bring it up in 1 second. And then, 3... let's just say Halo 3... What is, what's the name of the map that you, like, has the fortress with the turret and, like, the little bridge and there's a gate you can open? Why am I blanking? I know I didn't get enough sleep last night, but God, that's embarrassing. It's like the hill and it's got the... Why am I blanking on this? The orange... High ground. Thank you. God damn. Sometimes sleep deprivation does funny things to your brain. How did I just forget the name of High Ground? All I do is mod Halo 3 and I just forgot the name of High Ground. So here are my thoughts on the matter. Okay? So, here's my thoughts. So this is the new map that's in Halo 3. It has tons of actual lava, molten rocks, obsidian type things. It could be a really good aesthetic. Or nobody would ever use it. One of those two. On top of that, there's high ground. You know, it has a bit of grass, a bit of dirt. It's got the rocks. It's very, like, coagulation-esque. Is that one of the Halo Online maps? Yeah, it is. It is. It's very cool. But yeah, it's just like a rocky lava hellscape. Man, that skybox. This is actually one of the best skyboxes I've ever seen in Halo. It's so nice. And it's insanely detailed. Like, these are not flat pictures out here. These are like 3D modeled rocks. It's wild. So, lava... high ground-esque aesthetic. You know, it's like desert, but it's like rocky, bushy desert, kind of like the Nevada desert. Nevada, Jesus, I'm from Nevada, and I said Nevada. From the Nevada desert. And then the other aesthetic I was thinking of was kind of jungly, guardian forest. If anyone else has, true. Oh, is this the African desert? I guess this would be the African desert, considering Halo 3's like location and everything. Should open the map file to show them off better. That's a good point. I have a feeling I know what everybody's going to lean towards, but I'll open it up anyway. Oh, you know what? I don't have the new DLC maps, I don't think, in here. I don't think I installed them. Because I'm still in the old tags right now. Combine them all. Thank you for the 2, German Trollface. I appreciate that. I don't know about combining them all. I might get a little crazy. Savannah is the terrain type for high ground. You are absolutely right about that. And I'm a little bit illiterate for not saying that correctly. Me personally, I am leaning towards high ground and the Savannah aesthetic. I think this is really pretty. I think there's a lot of people who would use this, like actually use this for some cool maps. Somebody would recreate like a whole bunch of different stuff. And I'll be, of course, whatever terrain type I add in, I will be creating forge objects for, so don't forget that. Keep that in mind. I did miss a dono. I did. I did. Oh, it's from Demon. Demon, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. RTX 4090, of course. Jesus Christ, that 4090. What an overpowered card. 6 terabytes of solid state drive storage. Good. You know, in the long run, 6 terabytes might not even be enough. I'm serious. 64 gigs of RAM base. So yeah, probably. Yeah, no, you're going to run everything at ultra and beyond. You're going to be getting like 4K, 60 FPS. No, more than 60 FPS. Who am I kidding? But yeah, anyway, I'm thinking the high ground Savannah aesthetic. It's got pretty trees, it's got pretty rocks. It's just nice. It's the Halo 3 equivalent of coagulation, right? And I think it would look really good. But of course, there could also be the Guardian Forest, which is also quite nice. And then we have the lava aesthetic, which is really cool, admittedly. Like, don't get me wrong, I think this is sick. But I think when it comes to actually making maps, way more people are going to lean towards using this as like an actual usable type. Whereas lava maps, I don't know. I would have to really do a lot to the terrain to make it look good. But I know everybody's probably going to lean towards this just because of the cool factor, the uniqueness factor. I ate half a kilogram of rice and I think I'm going to puke. I mean, shit, that'll do it to you. Would you at least consider the lava map as a one-off mod? Yeah, I don't see why not. And you know, I am considering this, and I don't know if I like this idea, but I'm considering it. I'm considering adding more biomes. There is actually a restriction of not 4 biomes, but 16 biomes. However, big however, that's pretty intense. That's a lot of biomes. And if I added a 5th one, it wouldn't be even, and it would drive me crazy. I mean, theoretically, I could do even more than 16 biomes, actually. Theoretically. I mean, I would have a ton of work if I added more. Yeah, a decent amount more work, no doubt about it. No doubt about that. Yo, Demon, thank you very much for the $5. Much appreciated. I saw the 100, and I almost said thank you for the 100. I was like, well, I already said that. Another 100 if you can correctly guess the movie that the quote, "There is no lava in Halo," comes from without chat's help. There is no lava in Halo. There is no lava in Halo. Leave it to a jester to put a trick question. That is not a real movie quote. Spy Kids 3D? Is it actually? I've seen Spy Kids 3D a lot. Well, at least when I was a kid. Too old to know Spy Kids? That is not how we're... Look, I'm 25. I'm not even that old, man. I grew up with Spy Kids. That was my shit. Y'all are probably too young to remember Spy Kids. Okay, sorry. Distracted for a second. I was checking something. I loved Spy Kids when I was younger. I was so about it. I would make my mom... I think I made her buy the DVD of it. I'm almost 40 and I know Spy Kids? Yeah. Why does every video game have a lava level? Because lava's cool! Everybody knows lava's cool. Very, very cool. But I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be honest. I think adding in a Savannah level would also be pretty cool. So what do you guys think? It's just like a test, right? Just, it's a test, you know? Not necessarily committing to it, but, you know, let's see how it looks. Let's just throw some of those textures in there. It could look good, right? Where are the caves? Well, I still need to add the caves, actually. I've been debating where to put them as well. I can't really think of a really good spot for them. Maybe over here in like a corner, like this type of area. Like it goes down and like wraps around. It's kind of hard to pick a spot for it, to be honest, but I've been thinking about it. There will be a cave, don't get me wrong. Lava hentai mod win? What does that even mean? Also, Demon, very important. Earlier you said forgeable waifus. Yeah, that's too much power for the Halo community. The amount of shit I would get for that, on top of giving that kind of power to people in this community, it's not good. Have you seen what they've done with the elite animations, the elite assassinations? I simply cannot. Don't tell me. This is a real thing. I don't want to get copyright striked. I'll keep it on low. Oh. There's no lava in Halo. There's no lava in Halo. Ah, that's actually where it's from. Oh, I should have known. I haven't seen the movie in so long, though. So, I'm not surprised that I didn't remember it. Thank you very much for the $5 on that one, though, Demon. Damn. I should have just guessed Spy Kids 3D as like a random one-off, you know? Just like, I have no idea. Spy Kids 3D. We have a glass city as a biome. That would be pretty hard. Okay, here's the only important thing to note about this. I want to keep these skyboxes like mostly consistent because let's say I give a custom skybox to the sand area. The moment that you cross over here, over this line in between the biomes, it'll go boom and it'll just instantly flash into a new skybox. So I want to keep the skyboxes consistent. So basically, skyboxes are going to be the same. But I'm probably going to make minor changes to them, like minor additions. Terrible streamer. Terrible viewer. Don't forget to like the stream. True, Ashlet is very true and real. Trial, if you will. If you are enjoying the stream, do not forget to like it. But I want to extract high ground from the game because I think it would be pretty cool to try out the Savannah biome. You know, I know some of you guys are going to get mad. You're going to get a little steamy. Be like, how could he? How could he? He could be doing other stuff instead. But trust me when I say I think it'll look good. All right, I think it'll look pretty good. Need a skybox gradient. Unfortunately, I am not privy to such technology in the Halo 3 engine. What I am privy to, though, is figuring out what the hell High Ground's name is in the files. Chill construct. Okay, it's Deadlock, isn't it? Yeah, it's Deadlock. I knew that. I knew that. So I will grab this. I will go into my Halo 3 fun command prompt tool, extract, import info, and we'll put this. Let me do deadlock dot scenario structure BSB. End quote. There we go. Extracted high ground. The map high ground. And there it is. So I can take that and bring it into Blender. So here you can see I was working on the map earlier. The various different parts of it. I think this is the winter biome. No, wait, this is just the normal biome. The grassy one, I mean. So let's make a new little project here. Demon super chats with a tenner. 2 5ers wrapped up all in one. Thank you very much. Wait, if you make the walls reach the skybox, then the only way to swap biomes is tunnels. And then the skybox wouldn't suddenly change because you couldn't see the change. Well, you would technically see it like through the tunnel as you go, but you make a valid point. And you know what? I don't know. The fog might not like instantly change. I should test that. That's a very, very important thing to test. I should see what I can do about causing it to fade, because there's got to be places in the game where it needs to fade, right? In campaign, and there's got to be a way in engine that I could do it. I should take a look at that. What I was thinking is 100% the fog color is going to change, and there's going to be like weather, right? So on the sandy area, there's going to be sand blowing. In the snowy area, there's going to be a little light snow falling, and whatever else, other biomes, there'll be stuff there too. Also make the skybox to reach installation 04 map skybox. Yeah, I mean, theoretically I could do that. I could port it over. It would take a while to port everything, but yeah, no, that is possible. Okay, here is high ground. So let me hide all this extra stuff so I can actually see what it is I'm working with here. So here's high ground. So what I want to know is what the textures on all the rocks are. So if we look at the high ground screenshot, this is what it looks like. You can see there's like these side rock faces, which are like very, very clearly rocky. And then you have these upper areas, which are kind of like, there is some rock in them, but it's like a blended texture between like rock, sand, and grass. And then the ground here is similar, but it's like grassy dirt. Kind of different from this. So I think I'll just have grassy dirt be the ground texture, and then this rock be the wall texture. So the reason I grabbed high ground is just so I could find out exactly what those materials are. So this is Deadlock Cliff, and the ground is Deadlock Ground. Wow, I don't know what I was expecting there, but it's good to be sure. It is always good to be sure. So I will go back to the map, and I will, in a second here, just make a brand new BSP. You can see this is what they all look like stacked together. And at the walls as well. And I do need to add water to all the other areas. I haven't added those yet, but I will. Lava, flood, stone, ice-themed cave / cavern biomes. Lava, flood, stone, ice-themed caves. I don't know about cavern biomes. I could do that. I could probably do that. How I would blend them together, I'm not entirely sure. But I could do it. Might as well give it a try, right? It's not a bad idea at all. I'm going full Minecraft with it. But, I need to make my new BSP really quick. Before I actually get to making it, I am going to grab those shaders, which was Deadlock Cliff and Deadlock Ground. I know, very crazy. Oh, the cliff's actually just a regular shader. I guess it'd be like that sometimes. Anyway, so I'm going to give these names that I can actually use. This will be Cliff Savannah. Savannah has two N's, right? I think it does. And this is Ground Savannah. Yeah, I think I spelled that right. Okay. So now I'm going to duplicate the grassy map. Make a little duplicate of it. Rename it to BSP4, as it is the fourth map here. And I'm going to take everything on it. I'm going to scale X -1, scale Y -1, and I'm just going to move it on over. However, one thing that's really important here, whoops, is that I make it so it snaps into place perfectly. If it doesn't snap into place perfectly, that'll be a problem. So I grab this, and hopefully that snaps correctly. So this is the fourth map here, which I gotta say looks pretty cool. But I do need to flip. I think I need to flip the normals. Let me check. No, I don't actually. By double flipping it, it just didn't flip. Weird. I could add a small tropical oasis pond in the desert area. Yeah, so the thing is, now that I've made all of these like maps, I can edit them individually, right? I needed one base map, the grass one, to work off of, and now I can go into like the desert map, for example, and I can change all kinds of stuff in here. I could add tons of rocks, desert trees, modify the terrain a bit. Like, obviously it already has different textures, but yeah, I can do all kinds of stuff. But now I need to replace the textures, so ground grass is going to become ground savanna. Cliff grass becomes cliff savanna. And then last, the seam for the map will switch from seam alpine sandbox to seam savanna sandbox. And that's basically, the seam is just like how, like the areas where the map connects to other maps. So that would be like this entire wall and this entire wall. So I just need to go into like the face edit mode, select everything, assign it to the seam. So now the game is like, oh, that's where it connects to a different map. And I do it here too. We just check the sky. The sky is correctly selected. But now that I added in a new map here, I do have to go to the other maps that are facing it. And these were sky areas before, these sides that were facing it, because there was nothing there. But now I can assign those as seams instead. And I gotta do that for the desert, because it also connects to the new savanna biome. So I'll just touch all that up, assign it to the seam, and now the map goes, oh, hey, this is touching another seam on this map, and this has a matching seam perfectly, so now these maps will all connect together beautifully. You're doing a different skybox? Yeah. Why are they in? Oh, yeah, no, it's because they're all different biomes, so they need lots of different properties. Also, the maps are relatively detailed, and I didn't want to like blow up the engine and make importing super hard. But BSP4 literally just needs portals now, so I will take the portals alpine, duplicate it, and I will rename it to Portals Savannah. Rotate it 180 degrees, and done. So now I just gotta hide everything that's not the Savannah biome, which leaves me with the BSP, the Savannah portals, and right now I'm not gonna add any water. You know what, if I'm re-importing everything anyway, because they're all gonna reconnect, I think I am in fact going to add water to everything. So I'll duplicate this. This is gonna be a lazy way to do it. This is water plane alpine. This will be water plane sand or desert. So I rotate 90, negative 90. That should match up. Oh wait, no it won't. I gotta do, haha, almost got myself there. Scale X, -1. Scale X, -1. Apply. Flip. Normals. Flip normals. And I'll do the same thing over here, where I duplicate, and this becomes the Arctic area, or the winter biome. I should have called it Arctic. I don't know why I called it winter, but fuck it, whatever. And then scale Y -1. Apply all transforms and flip the normals. And then last but not least, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Duplicate. Scale Y -1. Scale X -1. Apply all transforms. It is good. Now I have water for every biome. Perfect circle. Not quite, but sure. We can go with that. I just got to rename it, and then we are set. That was all it took to duplicate the maps and turn them into a duplicate map with a different biome, which is just, for now anyway, different textures. Obviously, I do need to go in, you know, give it some new fog, give it some weather, etc. Do, you know, unique skybox, but I don't even have the fully finished base skybox. Cares more about the biomes at 343. I don't know about that. I don't know if you've seen the Halo Infinite Forge biomes. Those things look really nice. Alright, I'm going to re-export everything, though. I've got to. So, in the spirit of exporting everything, I turn on the Alpine water, I turn on the Alpine map, or, wait, yeah, the portals, and then the Alpine map, and I've been packaging these two walls, these two facing walls, in with the Alpine sandbox, the Alpine biome, so I will export this out as Halo 3, without any of the hidden stuff there. That becomes Alpine sandbox. That should only take like a second to export. These maps are relatively small. Then the next thing I have is the winter biome, BSP2, which I need the water plane for the winter biome. So this will look pretty nice. Export this out as winter sandbox. And next up we've got the desert biome, which also has its own wall actually. I get our desert portals and our desert water plane. Throw that on out. Like a little desert sandbox. And then now the brand new one, which has no walls attached to it, the Savannah biome. which has the Savannah portals and the Savannah water. This will complete the entire square of the map. Now, admittedly, it's probably gonna look weird at first because I don't know how the textures are. The textures that I'm using for the new Savannah biome here are not properly like fitted at all. So realistically, it's gonna look pretty weird at first until I edit the materials. Replace everything. So the first thing I do now that I have all my new maps in the folder, all the AS files, so I gotta run structure seams, which basically just like reparses all the seams. It can tell what needs to be re-imported. And it says only Savannah and Winter need to be re-imported. I don't believe it for a second, but there were no errors with the seams, so that's good. So let's re-import the Alpine map, which I don't think on the Alpine map we're really going to see any differences. It should look more or less the same. Keyword should. Imagine if you added the ability to drop off and pick up vehicles from the Pelican like the Fohammer video. Listen, I can do that in campaign. I have literally already have a campaign mod that does that. It's just not possible in multiplayer. Well, not effectively anyway. But I do have that working in campaign, and it is really fun. I will say it is very, very fun. I should look into how Cold Snap did it. I know on Cold Snap in multiplayer you could do that, but I have no idea how they did it, and I don't know if it'll be replicable in Forge. So we're just waiting for the grassy area to re-import right now, because once it does, the screen will flash and I'll probably vanish from existence. Oh, there we go. Boom, grass is re-imported. I don't think there's any changes to it, so it's fine, whatever. Then next here, I will import the winter sandbox over here. We'll get this re-imported. I really want to do a lot of fun stuff with the winter sandbox, the Arctic biome. I don't know if I like these rock textures. These are the rock textures from Avalanche. They're kind of brownish. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan. I don't think they look bad or anything, but I'm not a huge fan. This water is part of the skybox. That's an error. Just ignore that for now. But I do like that the brown textures from Avalanche have this nice ice material, which looks really good. I'm a big fan of that. Got Couch Co-op Infinite yet? I don't know, actually. I haven't played Infinite in a while. Use the Halo level textures. I tried it, but there actually weren't any good cliff textures. And unfortunately, I don't think the ground textures on Halo had ice in it. I could double check, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay, we should get water here. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got ocean water in the snow biome. Yes, fun fact. There is a freezing cold ocean surrounding Antarctica. It is not weird to have an ocean here. Although the green color is a little off-putting, I will admit. Next up, past winter sandbox, we go to the desert sandbox. We get this re-imported here. And I really like this. I don't know about you guys, but I've always loved the aesthetic of the desert on the Ark. I think it looks so cool. This is as plain and barren as it is right now, with lack of rocks and dead trees and stuff. I can't help but feel like this could really use a bit of detail. But I don't know. I'm a simp for this aesthetic. I think it looks so good. Demon, thanks for the 5. Much appreciated. Replace the water with ice and give it ice physics so you slide. Wait. Everything's separated by these walls. So, like, you can never see the separation between water and ice. I could totally do that. Oh, I could totally do that. You have the mod published? The Become Fohammer one. I'd like to give it a shot. I also love this map. Well, thank you. I don't have it published currently, but I could definitely throw it out there. What's going on here? Is there a reason it looks like this? Did I mess something up? I don't think I did. It's like it's offset or something, but it's not offset. It's just like weird. The snow biome didn't do that, did it? No, the snow biome's perfect. What's up with that? Huh, I don't know. I might have to re-import that and see. I don't know why that happened. It's It's really strange. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that the water's so close over here. I don't know. I'll take a peek at it, but next we get the final brand new map in here. Not Desert Sandbox, but Savannah Sandbox. I am genuinely curious to see how this runs and see how it looks. Keep in mind, this is a first import and not everything is going to make sense. The Savannah biome is going to look a little weird, but I am curious to see how it looks. I'll have to pretty it up, of course, but it might look nice. You never know. Am I gonna add Easter eggs? Oh yeah, I love adding Easter eggs to my map. I think it is super fun. It's one of my favorite things just to hide stuff. I wanted to add better Easter eggs to huge grass, but I had to make sure it wasn't game breaking because I did try really hard to balance that map. But yeah, this map will most definitely have Easter eggs. I'm hitting the wall. Let me pass. Let's see how it looks. Maybe good. Hello? Where is... Oh, right. Wait. I have to add... I gotta add it to the scenario. I forgot. Rookie mistake. Hold on. Let me add it in. I gotta go into the scenario file. And I gotta basically tell the map that the new area that I added should be loaded at the same time. I forgot. Not that I could have done it preemptively, but like, yeah. I got myself hyped up in the moment. Okay, now let's see. Come on, come on. It's really taking its time. Ooh, what? Yo. Even with the basic ass textures, this might be like my favorite biome, dude. It's not even set up at all, but like, damn, it looks so good. This was not a mistake. Bro, that's so good. Are you serious? This is like definitely my favorite biome. And it's like, it's all scuffed right now too. Like the grass is all fucked up and like the textures are all stretched. But like just the colors look so good. Yo. I could easily see a recreation of Blood Gulch here. Literally, like it feels like I'm in a giant Blood Gulch. Why don't I make more mods with these hills and grass, dude? Are you kidding me? This is so cool. Damn. This looks really good. Okay. Let me fix the textures though. Also, can I just say how perfectly this like dirt thing lined up over here? Like how good does that look? That's wild. Also, let me study this for a second. Let me study this. So check this out. The base palette, the base ground starts as this grass, right? And then you add like dirt streaks and stuff of this like cobbly dirt with like rocks in it. And then on top of that, the actual path. So you make like a dirty, messy path with that. And then the final layer that you place on top of that is the is like the dirt. So you have like the kind of dead dirt rocks, and then on top of that the actual path. So I'm gonna remember that when I'm painting this texture. But yeah, this looks really nice. Let me mess with these shaders to make them like actually look good. So the first thing I'm noticing is that they're really stretched. It's stretched horizontally. So my map is set on a square texture, so I don't need that. Let me grab the ground Savannah really quickly. And yeah, you can see it's set to scale 7 and 14. I'm just gonna put it 14 and 14. 80 and 80, 14 and 14 for everything. Just gonna make them square. Gotta make all these values match up because right now they are all stretched. 6 to 12, 12 to 12, 60, 30, 60, 60, 6 to 12, 12 to 12. Okay, that should square it out. Nice. Now that looks a lot more natural. It's still way too, like, zoomed in, I guess would be the right word. Like, I feel like I'm a tiny microscopic man on these textures, so I'm definitely going to need to scale them down. Hopefully not too much, though, because they already are a little repetitive. I would keep it like this, ideally, but it's just too zoomed in. So I'm going to double it. 28, 28, 160 to 160, 28 to 28, 28, 28, 200, 200, 200, 200, Blah, blah, 24, 24, making numbers times 2. Very, very cool. It'd be nice if I could automate this. Oh, 60, 60, 120. I missed a value. I didn't even realize. Okay, zoomed it out a bit. Now the textures seem a bit more believable from a distance. Although they repeat a little bit, but whatever. It's a worthy trade-off. Forget huge ass. This is massive ass. Yeah, it is very massive. It's still a little blurry, but I don't want to zoom it out any further, else it'll look really weird. I do, however, need to zoom out these cliff textures. They are just like... I don't know, dude. They look like chicken nuggets. This looks like a really round chicken nugget right now. I don't barely know what the hell I'm looking at. So let's fix that. So base uniform scale is 1/16.30. I am going to multiply by 4. 4, 64, 1.2. 4, 64. And that should do it. Oh, there we go. We're getting somewhere. I think I gotta zoom it out, double even that. What, yeah. I think I gotta double it even more. That still looks kind of zoomed in. For this scale anyway. So 64 to 128. 4 to 8. 1.2 to 2.4. 128 and 8. Not bad. Not bad. That looks pretty good. This biome feels a little bit nicer. The textures are all random and whatever, but like, it looks pretty damn good. I like it. It's just a shame you can see how repetitive it is here, but if I just paint over this a decent bit, make it look kind of natural, I think it'll look good. I do like this pathway though. Damn, that looks so clean. I might paint this in like Photoshop or something because like, damn, doing this by hand in engine would suck. I doubt the Bungie devs did it. A lot, anyway. Did you see what I posted on stream chat to save time on the cliff faces? Yes, I did actually. I didn't notice it till off stream, but I used that. And that's how I smoothed this out in one day. But I think it was you, right? That you like selected all of the faces, and then you just switched it over to the boundary loop selection. I used that for everything after stream, and it went like 10 times. Well, not 10 times faster, but it was a lot faster, and it was nice. Thank goodness, Leia, that was me. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That was a really great tip. I hadn't used that selection type before. It was really, really convenient. For me, when I'm using Blender, I'm always just kind of learning whatever at the time, just whatever I need to know to get stuff done, and so I hadn't really used that much. Why is this all like screwed up? The water is like super messed up. Why is that? Oh, it's even messed up here. Why? What? Okay. I'm looking in Blender and the water's messed up here too. It actually looks fine in the winter biome. Well, the desert biome is also cursed. So let me see what's up with that. Let's switch over to the desert biome to fix the water there. I want to fix the water on both of these because they are not looking great. So water, let me look at the first level and the water for that. Water Alpine. The water Alpine is like, yeah, it's jagged, but it doesn't cut through the terrain at all. These are at the same height. Yeah, of course they're at the same height or else the seams wouldn't work. So I'll duplicate it, right? Scale X -1, and that should flip it. Oh, it flips it too far over. No wonder. It's not, the origin point isn't exactly at the... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let me do some editing on the water then. I completely failed to realize that it's not at the center of the water. Can you test to make cliff ridges sideways and not upwards? Yeah, no, I can modify that. I can. I'd have to just take a look at what's sideways and what's forward on it. I'll delete these faces because it does extend too far in that direction. I will delete... Oh wait, I gotta do it on the original, just for posterity's sake. So, duplicate. It says that it's at its final resting position there, but that's technically not true. It is offset by some unknown amount. So I'm just going to take it. I'm going to do the same thing I did before, where I scale it here, y, -1. But then I do have to drag it over here to kind of match up with the distances away from the ground and double check that it's not clipping or poking out anywhere. Okay, okay, I think we're good here. The water is correct now. This is water plane desert, so I'll have to re-export the desert. And then next up, I will duplicate the desert one and flip that over there. This one should be fine if I do all transforms, but the desert one, I'm going to turn red here when I apply all transforms, so I gotta flip the normals, and boom, it is good to go. Do need to delete one row here and one row here. I do have to do the same for the others. I believe that needs to be done on the winter one. I'm pretty sure they do. They kind of overlap. The water plane was always a little too big. I will end up redoing this water completely, I think. But I do want to see what it all looks like with water for now. A lot of this is still testing, but it's like, you know, testing that I can see and appreciate and think looks cool. And besides, maybe I'll just retexture the water instead of like redoing it completely. Oh, and this also needs some bits and bobs removed. Yeah, there we go. Now it is even, and you'll never notice the gap between it because, of course, I have these big old walls that cover up those, and you'll never know. The illusion is solid. But yeah, I do need to re-export the desert, so I will hide everything except the desert, water, the desert portals, the desert itself, and the last wall that goes with the desert, and export it out. So I'll just be re-importing the desert and the Savannah, because those were the only two that had the messed up water. And Savannah should be easy. I literally just get the Savannah portals and the Savannah water, save, and export that as well. Drag those on in, desert and Savannah. Throw them in and re-import. So let's do desert first, because I'm really enjoying the Savannah. I want it to be kind of a surprise for me, even though I know what it'll look like. Where's my falcon? My falcon! Where'd it go? I don't know. Hello? Falcon's all the way over here? Man, I want a new falcon. I'm putting it right here. Forerunner tunnel. I really want to put structures in the walls. There's so much space in them. The desert looks pretty good, but after seeing the Savannah, it just instantly became my favorite map. Like my favorite biome, I mean. Okay, next up, that was the desert being re-imported. Now I gotta do Savannah. Uh-oh. Boom. Oh, that's right. This thing has pretty solid physics. You see what I said in supporter chat about connecting the biomes with tunnels? No, I don't think so. Let me check. I have not been reading supporter chat. I was like going hard on a bunch of stuff before stream. What did you say? I am blind, apparently. What? Where did you type? I see a lot of people typing. I don't see you, though. Am I blind? I'm feeling pretty blind right now. Would you mind retyping in chat here? Yo, Darksteel, thank you very much for the 5, man. Appreciate it. Add 4 tunnels, one for each wall, then add a central indoor area where they all meet, so you can have indoor maps that link all 4 biomes. An indoor area. What biome would the indoor area? Well, I guess it would be just a room, technically. Ooh, with the water, though. Ooh. Oh, it's a shame the skybox is out here ruining everything, because the water itself looks pretty damn good here. Man, this is by far my favorite biome. Like, are you kidding me? This looks so good. Oh. I don't even want to fly a pelican here. What's something I want to fly? Well, let's look at my vehicle list. Hold on. What do I want to add here? What would be cool to fly around in this very beautiful area? Let's see, let's see. I'm thinking Vulture. Vulture would be pretty cool. Frigate. You know, I actually haven't spawned in a frigate here. Let's see. I'm so curious to know. The frigate's probably going to be enormous on this map, but I am curious to see how it looks. I won't really get to appreciate stuff very up close, but yeah, we'll add a frigate, and then I think I already have the Phantom on the map, so I could fly that. How about... Ooh, I know what this needs. It needs the Condor. Both Condors. Demon, thank you so much for the $5, man. Much appreciated. Or just one X-shaped room in the center that lets you go to any biome. Also will be big enough to be an indoor room. Theoretically could do that. It might end up taking up a lot of space on the interior. Let's see, how much space do I really have in this square area? It's not a lot, right? No, because it gets really thin over here. Yeah, that is an extremely thin area. Like, abysmally thin. Also, how does this biome look like sunset? Like, the vibe is like a sunset vibe somehow. I don't really get it. But it does feel like a sunset vibe. I don't understand how that happened, but it looks so good. Like, look how cool this is, man. All 4 biomes. But I do like the idea of the X-shaped room. There's got to be a big hallway for sure. Condor Reach? Maybe just regular Condor. And the frigate. Oh, man, that thing is enormous. Still fits in the map, though. Still fits in the map. Where's the pilot seat on this thing? I totally forgot where I put it. Oh, wait, this isn't the right frigate. Duh. I completely forgot. Why would I use the Halo 3 frigate when I could be using the Reach frigate? The better frigate. The one that I actually made into, like, a decent vehicle. Well, half of a decent vehicle. I never really finished it. Oh, it doesn't even have sounds. That's so sad. And I never even gave it better engine effects. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Okay, this thing needs some love one of these days. Use the ODST frigate, coward. That's literally just the Halo 3 frigate. But yeah, you can fly over all the maps pretty comfortably. This is definitely smaller than old Ultimate Forge. I will say that. I may consider expanding the actual size of the map. Because I can... Actually, no, I lied. This is the exact same size as Ultimate Forge, if I'm not mistaken. It feels smaller, though. It really feels smaller, but theoretically this map, with all 4 things together, with all 4 maps together, this is the exact same as old Ultimate Forge. The island might even be bigger. I think it just feels smaller because the walls section everything off. Halo 3 frigates are cooler because they can carry troops and vehicles. That's true. I should make a Halo 3 frigate vehicle where the interior of the cargo bay is like, whatchamacallit. It's like early mover physics. I think that would be pretty sick. Forward Unto Dawn is superior to UNSC Savannah. I don't know. That's a pretty bold take there. I don't know if I can just accept that so readily. The walls, I mean, have an arc, missions, interiors on the inside if you go through them. Yeah, that's also kind of what I'm thinking. That looks so cool, though. Yeah, I'm so tired of this biome. Like, yeah, it's really pretty, it's nice, etc., etc. But snow biome, pretty barren. Definitely needs some ice and some vibrancy added to it, some details. Sand biome, same deal. Just really plain, needs a lot of details added to it. But then this, man, oh, just looks so good. Why does it look so good? It's just like, without even trying, it's beautiful. Cloudswolf, thank you so much for the 2. Thank you, thank you. Semen of Dong. Yeah, that's pretty true. And that's true, and that's pretty true. You know, somebody pointed out, all these are sideways. They should not be sideways. Like, these kinda, sorta work. Are there any that are actually oriented correctly? I think they're all oriented incorrectly. Somehow. Yeah, they're all oriented incorrectly. Even this. Okay, I'll rotate all of those 90 degrees, then it should look better. Although, I won't lie, because they're kind of jutting out of the ground, I am partial to the visuals on it. Demon with the 5-er. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Somebody said to put a jester test dummy for shooting practice, and I don't know how to feel about it. Well, whoever said that is smart. German trollface with a 2. Yeah, that's true, and it's true, and it's true. Lots of things are true today, alright? I will admit. My vocabulary is theoretically lacking. But that's okay. And I'll tell you why it's okay. Because if you think about it, rotate, and yeah, that's about as far as I got with that. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Can you believe it? I think we just had the technology sitting around all this time to just rotate rocks. Just rotating rock textures, man. Just like it's nothing. The world is a crazy place, dude. Absolutely wild. Alright, let's get that Savannah sandbox imported. So all these rock textures will now, instead of being up and down, just like left and right. I actually don't know if that'll look better. I really don't know if that'll look better. I kind of like them being upright like this. Like, it kind of lends to the feeling that they've been pushed upwards out of the ground. Is modding easy? No, it's not easy, but it's also not, like, insanely hard by any means. Like, you could definitely get the hang of it with some practice pretty straightforwardly. Alright, let's see how this looks. Before and after. We'll use this as a reference point here. It's not easy, but it's modding Halo is a lot easier than modding other games. Like, you don't need to be a programmer or anything like that. You can make mods just by messing around and just having a good time. Oh, wait, yeah, that's so much better. Oh my god, I was so wrong. Holy crap, that looks like 10,000 times better. Yeah, this map is gonna look so good. Giving frigate interiors is a good idea. Maybe make a capital supremacy style mode from EA's Battlefront 2, but with Halo ships. I don't know what that is, actually. I haven't played Battlefront 2 much. I played it when it came out. I really enjoyed it, but I don't remember the game modes that well. Rock. I mean, man, just look at that. This is like the best looking anything I've made in a long time has been. And this is like so plain and boring compared to what like is possible in the Halo engine, but like, damn, man. Those textures, those materials, spicy. Sorry, I haven't eaten much today, so I'm just gonna munch on some peanuts for a second. I'm hungry. Demon, thank you for the 5. 2005 Battlefront 2, better than EA's Battlefront 2. I mean, I don't remember EA's Battlefront 2 having the badass space battles that the 2005 one did, so I'm inclined to agree with you. Though I will say, seeing Star Wars in the Frostbite engine, just for the graphics alone, like, holy shit, that was wild. It looks so cool. And Clouds Wolf, with the 2, thank you very much, Clouds Wolf. It was me, I'm smart. It was you! It was you! You are the smart one. Alright, I know what I need to do. I know what the vehicle is that I've been craving to drive around in this area was this whole time. It was so simple. I don't know why I didn't realize it before. How did I not think of this? The super speedy golden hog. This was all I needed. I just wanted to go through these really pretty canyons and enjoy myself. The big frigate in the background. This is what Halo modding is all about right here. Moments like this. I cannot complain. I don't even want to say anything. Like, it's just so therapeutic. Oh, Tokyo Drift! Alright, alright. Can I launch myself off the cliff and survive? I gotta survive this. I gotta survive this. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Fitting end, really? German troll face with the 5. Thank you. Taking a joyride in the Golden Hog in a canyon. Perfect. I couldn't ask for more. I really couldn't. There's one part of the map I've been neglecting, though. It's kind of easy to look over, and I'm starting to get the feeling people won't use it too much, but it's this area here. Like a smallish canyon. I like it, but I think it's a little too small currently. I may expand the map and just, like, size everything up a bit to fix that. Had fun doing this outside of every Reach multiplayer map with that modded game type. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. What a pretty place, man. Demon, thank you for the 5. Hey, you ever wonder why we're here? You know what? You are so right. That is exactly what this place needs. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Oops. You ever wonder why we're here? True and real. Bro casually pulled out some Reach assets. Listen, I ported these a long time ago. Why are we here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? It's a good sight to see, really. 45 to 90. Is that? No. What? 45 plus 45, 90. But I don't want plus 90. I want 45 plus 90, 135. It'd be kind of nice to see red versus blue base here. I mean, why did I call it a red versus blue base? Bleh. It'd be kind of nice to see a coagulation base. That's it. Why did I... Oh my goodness. There we go. The piece of resistance. Let's see. 360 minus 45 is what? 315? Yeah, that looks about right. Let me move this all down a touch so it's like in the ground a little bit more. Boom. Hey, yo! Is that German troll face? German troll face with another fiver? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But the truth is the OG Golden Hog will always be those posters in Halo 2 maps. Did you see the one I recreated like 1-to-1 in Halo 2 the other day? I was very satisfied with it. I got everything down to like the most minute details. And Demon, thank you as well for the 5. Much appreciated. The true Golden Hog has the music. Never forget Extinction. Never forget. Alright, how does this look? How does this look from over here? Not bad, actually. This would make a pretty good, like, not a coagulation remake, but kind of a redesign. You could put down the forge pieces and just kind of make coagulation on the map. Now, what are we doing? Oh, I'm just messing around with the new biomes on Ultimate Forge right now. Just kind of experimenting. I'm making edits in real time and seeing how I feel. This terrain is ugly. Well, these rocks aren't rotated right. Should probably fix the UVs on that. They're kind of bad. I need to do a lot of retouch-ups and things on the terrain on all 4 biomes. I don't really want to get to painting or add... Well, I guess I can add rocks and stuff, actually. I can add trees and Savannah stuff and all of that all over the place, but... Definitely need to make sure to... Oh my goodness. Not paint the terrain too much. I already painted the grassy terrain a little bit. Teensy tiny bit, just to clean it up because it was really messy. But yeah, I need to make sure that everything here is relatively cleaned up. YouTube is eating my messages. Maybe I am. I am very hungry right now, so it could be me. You never know. Blood gulch, not coagulation. Same difference. Same difference, really, if you think about it. German trollface with a 2. The Savannah biome with the UNSC Savannah. Oh shit. Wait, that's actually so true. What the fuck? What are the odds that I spawn in the UNSC Savannah? In a Savannah biome. That was weird. Is it possible to making mods for a reach with the same potential as Halo 3 engine, like making new locations? Yes, Audi R8. It is in fact possible. In fact, I've made some mods for Reach with the same exact potential that you're seeing here. Dial R, thank you very much for the 5. Thank you, thank you. Really inspired me to get back to modding, man. I used to back in the Halo mod CE days. No shot. I might have played some of your mods. I was a big custom edition player back in the day. It's what inspired me to become a modder myself. Though I admittedly never made any CE mods. I was a huge pleb. Also a little kid back in the day. But yeah, that's exciting to hear. I'm happy to hear it. I will say, I did make some mods for CE once the tools came to Steam. They were the first mod tools out, so of course I wanted to experiment with them. And man, oh man, is it way more fun to mod the new engines with all of the new features. It is an absolute blast. It's really, really nice. Even the Halo 3 engine, as old as it is, has so much fun stuff to play with. I really like it. Really, really like it. But I'm happy to hear that. Dill R. And now it's a peanut break, because I hunger. was pretty slow going back then. You had to fully render maps in 3ds Max. Yeah. Get your GBX models and stuff. Not anymore. Just download General 101's Blender Toolkit. And you can export everything from straight Blender into the file type you're looking for, and it is as easy as it's ever been. In fact, the Reach toolkit for Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer all have a way better toolkit than even the Halo 3 one. Sorry, General. You had an amazing foundation for them to build off of. But yeah, even the Halo 3 one's really, really good. Ported high ground into Blender. What? Oh, yeah, no, it took like 2 seconds. These are high ground. Don't they look so good? I love these textures. This, like the moment I added these, it popped instantly. I really want to outdo this. Dude, please do. Please do. I would genuinely be like thrilled to see you do some crazy Forge shit. When is this coming out? Maybe like a week? I'm making solid progress on it. There's like only one major bug right now, and then there's just a bunch of issues with like polish. And I need to add a lot of detail to the areas. Like obviously this is very plain and boring. I need to add rocks. Technically this is ready to release as soon as I make as soon as I fix some of the map bugs with like the visuals. It is also ready to release after I make, where is it? Big rock cliffs like this, but for each biome. Because right now I only have grassy biome objects, and they do not make any sense at all when I am placing them here in this biome. Like a nice lush green grass. Like, nope, that has literally no place here. And the textures make no sense at all. I kind of want to do that right now, actually. I feel like it'd be so satisfying to see some Savannah pieces. But like, yeah, over here in this biome, it actually looks pretty great. Place down some cliffs. Where's the nice flat piece? Flat, large. Yeah, like it matches pretty darn well. So it looks good over here. Not so much over here. Or here. Or here. So I'm going to have to make some nice pieces. Some sand pieces. Some snow pieces. Some Savannah pieces. Which really shouldn't be hard. I can just reuse the models. I don't even have to go into Blender for them. I can just copy and paste them and re-swap out their materials. Wonder if ODST has better Savannah textures? It might. There is the zoo level, Uplift Reserve, the animal reserve. But I think as far as Savannah textures go for like large environments, it's not going to get any better than this. At least with Halo 3 content and ODST content. I don't think the Savannah textures and ODST from the Uplift Reserve would be any better. Change the sand color, it seems too bright. I like it. I think it looks good. I'm a fan. Oh, it's just so nice to see all 4 biomes in. Like, it was cool to have this concept like 3 days ago when I was very first sculpting the map, but to actually have it in game now, functioning, well, mostly functioning. We've got a little bit of this going on, but that's fixable. Having it all mostly functioning, being able to see all the biomes at the same time, it's like, damn, dude, this is so cool. Sand needs more detail, same with the snow? Oh yeah, 100%. I have not even begun detailing it. Well, technically I have. I added a single ice patch and a second ice patch under the glitched out skybox water. And I also... Actually, I didn't even add any of this. This was just here. So for the sand area, what I'm going to do is... I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try and make sand dunes. If I can, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to say screw it and not. What's wrong with the ODST drop pod and huge grass? It kills me as soon as I light. It's a known bug. I need to update some files to fix it. But yeah, that will be fixed in the next patch. Which should be coming right after this mod. And then I'll get back to some Reach mods. Finally. Finally, finally. If you use the upload preserve textures, I don't think they would look that good personally. I think this just looks way better. It's got the exact aesthetic I was hoping for. I can show you upload preserve. It's not bad. Reach extinction. I know, I know. Okay, let me. I'm gonna use a restroom real quick, and then I will be back in 1 second. But I'm going to fill you with dreams. Look at these dreams. Potential map you might make in this mod. Mega Mantis versus Mega Mantis in a fake coagulation. Okay, I will be right back. Gotta peep. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back to working on some modding. You know what I want to do? I'm in the mood to just decorate the Savannah biome. I think it looks really good, and I want to add all kinds of cool stuff to it. Give me your opinion on this, alright? I need all of you guys to kind of chip in on this with your opinion. So, as of right now, let me just use the grass area for an example, because I actually have the props in to back it up. So, in this biome, I could add trees that are built into the map. Those will be trees that you absolutely cannot delete. They will be built into the map permanently. They'll look really nice. They'll have shadows, etc., etc. However, these trees, obviously they can't be deleted. But in this mod, you can place down forests, and you can also place down individual trees yourself. So, riddle me this, okay? Do I make it so that you only have trees that you place down and everything is just like naked and there's no trees anywhere, no anything like that, and you just place them and forge yourself? Or do I add in trees that are built into the map that you can't delete for the sake of making things like look good and natural? How's the VHack Blender plugin not been updated since 2.8? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Do you really have to do it yourself? No, just get an old version of Blender. Don't do it yourself if it's really, really complicated. Most things you can. Forging trees would probably be better. Forge trees only. Well, here's the thing. If it's going to be forge trees only, I don't want to have any placed down except maybe a couple big ones, because any forge tree that's automatically placed on the map counts as the budget. And if I placed forge trees here, I would have to place snow trees here, savanna trees here, desert trees here. And then that means every time you would start a map, you'd have to go to each biome and delete every single object. The other thing that I want to know your guys' opinion on is, and this is kind of separate from trees, I think this is, in my mind, more likely than adding permanent trees, is adding boulders to the map, right? These are really common in Halo 3 levels. It's the famous bungee rock that they copied a gazillion times. What do you guys think about permanent rocks being fitted into the level that you can't move, that are like part of the level design? Like this, right? I'll just place them all over the level. You can't delete them or anything. They don't count as the forge budget. They're just built into the map. What do you think about that? Should I leave it completely barren and empty like this so that it's a true canvas? Or do you think I should add them in? I think adding some wouldn't be so bad. I'd say try it. I'm thinking a few in like a couple areas would be good. I just don't want to get too intrusive with them. Just have a blank version ready? No. It's either one or the other. I'm not going to make a separate map just for a version that doesn't have trees and stuff. Blank, please. Because I think, yeah, I also think decorations would be good. I think it would make the map look a lot more like professional. I think it would make it look a lot nicer. But it does come at the expense of like your forge and your creativity. Because theoretically, if I put this here, what if you didn't want a rock here? You know, you don't have the option anymore. You can't just come over and delete this and be like, I want this area open. It's a really hard call to make. All we know, there's a forger that wants to make that biome into a forest. Yeah, no, exactly. And there are going to be forest forge pieces and things. Like, so it's a tough call to make. Roll a d20. I'm seeing more leave it blanks than anything. I just, like, I feel bad because I know how to decorate a map. Like, I did huge grass. I know how it is to actually make these objects and, like, how much better a map looks when it has grass and trees and rocks and shrubs and all that. But at the same time, if I leave it blank, it's just a free open canvas for you to do whatever you want on. Leave it. I'm seeing more leave it blanks. So, and I personally am leaning towards that, so that way forge maps can be better. I think forge maps are supposed to look barren. Yeah, no, I'm of the same opinion. I am. It's pretty important to me. Like, obviously I want to paint things to look pretty nice. You know, it's the structure of the sand and everything. Painful to leave it blank, but an open canvas has its pros. Allows forgers to get more creative. No, I agree. I agree. I think that is the right take. All right, I'll leave it blank then. This will be a blank map. It will be blank. All right, but I do need to get pretty creative with the like texture painting in that case, because yeah, it's gonna be a little rough if I don't. Kind of why Forge World was an amazing map and reach plenty of open zones for forgers to get creative. Yeah, but Forge World did have decorations like that. It had trees and rocks that you couldn't delete. But the thing is about Forge World, you couldn't place your own terrain, so it made sense that they decorated the map. Whereas on here, I mean, you could literally build you could ignore all this terrain, build into it, place down your own cliffs. You could do all of this. So you have the option to do all of this completely openly. Hardly any restrictions. So I think maybe leaving it blank is the better move. That's how the old Ultimate Forge was. And it was painful to leave it completely blank, but I do think it was for the best. I just didn't want to make that decision without getting some extra opinions on the matter. So yeah, I guess I will leave it blank. I'm of the same opinion. Alright, well, with that being said then, I basically need to do a couple of things to allow people to fully decorate these maps. One, I need to add desert trees and desert rocks, and desert cliffs and desert flatland, savanna trees, savanna rocks, savanna cliffs, savanna flatland. Same thing. Snow trees, snow rocks, snow cliffs, snow flatland. That should be 9 plus 2 or 3 on average. Let's just say 3 to round up. 12 total, plus 4 more each for 4 different sizes of rocks. And that leaves us at 16 new items for this zone. Adding 16 here to 32, and 16 more here for 48. That's 48 new items for these terrain bits. That is a lot. I don't actually know how much space I have in the forge menu, and this could cap us out. It would be worth it, and I would totally delete some useless stuff that nobody ever uses, but 48 is a lot. It is a lot. That's 3 tree types for all the 3 new biomes. That's 3 sizes of cliff, 3 sizes of ground, 4 new types of boulders, and yeah. Yo, Turbo Simp with the 15-month re-up. God damn. Thank you so much for that. At Covenant tier, no less. Holy hell. Thank you. What if it makes every individual blade of grass forgeable? Like, I could make... Sorry, I misread that. But yeah, I could theoretically make every blade of grass forgeable. However, it would obliterate your map, and you could have, like, 100 blades of grass, and then your whole map would die. I am, however, considering flat grass plains. Like, that's doable, actually. It's not so bad. Could be laggy. I'm not sure, though. I don't know how it'll look at scale. One thing I really want to do is I really want to make a forest object. I wanted to make a forest forge object. Ah, got hair in my mouth. Over the longest time, it wasn't working, but I am better at making said objects. So theoretically, should be fine. I want to make a cool forest. We model every individual atom in this map. If not, bad mod. True. You're right. I almost didn't model every atom. But now I have to, or else I'm a bad modder. You make a very valid point there. Ugh. Big hair in my mouth. It's my hair. Alright, let me open up let's open up a regular tree. Regular old boring tree. Models. Oh no, wait, they're actually my maps folder. Alpine sand. No, they're not. Where did I put it? Models. Alpine sandbox. Oh yeah, all my stuff is in here. Are my trees in here? Nature. Boulder, forest, pine tree large, pine tree medium. Let's start with pine tree medium. And we'll turn this into an entire forest. So save. Pine tree medium.blend becomes forest 2, because I was working on a forest at one point, but it wouldn't import, like, at all. Go to self. Make map in desert to save object count. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be combining some of these tree groups together so that you can place more of them. How do I want to do this? All right, let me first take a look at the render model. So my trees normally have no bottom on them. I think if I don't fix this, it'll become an issue. So I got to select all these. Okay, they are merged. So I select all these. I fill and triangulate. And then I will select only the edges. So select, loops, boundary loop. That did not work. Hold on. Try that again. Select, loop, boundary loop. There we go. And I'm going to mark my sharps here. Make it look nice at the bottom. So it doesn't have that bad shading. Now I've got a decent tree. I'm going to take a look at the collision model. Alright, good. Although the top is open for some reason. That might have caused issues. I'll do the exact same thing on the top and bottom of the trunk here. So I will go like that. I will fill it and triangulate the faces. It does not matter if the collision model is shaded because nobody will ever actually see it visually. Do the same thing here. Fill and triangulate faces. And then the physics model, I believe, is already completely filled. Yeah, it is. Good, good. But theoretically, if I duplicated this pine tree a bunch, I could make a forest. I think my limit is 32,000 triangles, but I can work within that. So that's like 32 trees, roughly. I'm going to do a small forest area. How dense do you think this forest? You know what? I'm going to make it not very dense so that you can place another forest object. And then theoretically, that would allow you to make dense forests. Yo, have a good night, Isaac. Thanks for tuning in, man. I think if I just duplicate these objects like this, scale it up a bit, do it again over here. Scale it down a bit, rotate, rotate. And I think if I just keep doing this for like quite a few trees, it should be good. I think. I can make just a whole forest doing this. Yeah, it'll take a little while, but yeah, I can make an entire forest doing this. Rotate it like that. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I don't want to make it too dense, though, but I also don't want to make it too sparse. Yo, DJ Aftershock, good to see you. Thanks for the 2. We like Blender here. We don't like 3ds Max. Well, I never said I don't like 3ds Max. You know, I don't want anyone to start hating on me, but I don't like 3ds Max. But also, I'm not an industry dev, so, you know, my opinion doesn't really count for all that much. I'm just a modder. Okay, let's do that. Shrink it down pretty small. Duplicate again. Bring one, like, over here. I'm just going to make, like, a rough circle shape with the trees and then call it on that. And then try importing this into the game. It looks good. I'll add 2 more trees, okay? Put one over here. Maybe a bit more this way. Rotate it there. Scale it a little bit like that. I'll make it big. I'll make it big. Big-ish. And one last one over here because it's feeling a little barren. It'll be relatively small. I'll make it really small, actually. Alright, how about that? Right? This could be a forest piece. Do you guys think I should do more trees? I feel like this is a good, like, forest piece. You could place a couple of these and get a really relatively dense foresty area. We could try that. Let's try that. Alright, we'll export it to a JMS for Halo 3 with subdirectories in a render folder. Call it Forest 2. Give it a try. Go models. Forest 2. So we've got all the stuff for it. But I do need to go in, tags, objects, structure, not structure, forge, Forest 2. Copy all the shaders from Forest 1. I should have everything in there. Go here. And then copy all this. We'll get this imported in no time. Boom. All right, let's get this imported. So, tool, render. Be a little lazy and copy. Final. Let's see. Do we get this in the game? Did I fix it? Trying to compute direct lighting. I believe the lighting was the issue before. I had the forest model in from my old forest model, but I think it was the lighting that was the issue with it. And this is kind of a hard model to light as well. It's like, it's pretty detailed. There's a lot of trees. We need a single exploding beehive. That is actually possible, funnily enough. Okay, it lit. No way, dude. We got a forest in. I've been wanting to make an object like this for so long. I could make the forest even larger now that I know it actually works. Okay, we got the collision model in, and then last we'll do physics. Then I can just copy and paste a bunch of stuff to make it work. Sweet. I'm excited to get this in the game. This is a very important object. Like, it really, really is. Let's grab the crate and the model from the old forest. That didn't really work that well. And then we'll hook these up real quick and spawn it in game. Sick, dude. Sick. I'll make it 20 units. It's probably enough. Alright, let's load up our Forest 2. Forest 2. And lastly, crazy, guess this, Forest 2. Alright, let's add this into the map and see how it looks. This should save people a lot of potential, objects. You don't have to place every tree manually. I think we got a bot in the chat. I think we do. Yo, oh, I gotta change its physics type, but that is without a doubt a Forest Forge object. Damn. So why does the lighting look so good on it? Holy shit. Does the regular tree have lighting that good? It doesn't. The regular tree's so dark and crappy looking. What's up with this? Why does the lighting look amazing on it? Holy crap. What the hell? What's the difference here? This looks so good. I'm so confused. The regular trees are ugly. What's the deal? I don't get it. I love it, but I don't understand. I gotta re-import all my objects or something, man. Maybe the update to like maybe an update to the mod tools made everything like way better. This is sick. I gotta do snowy trees? Yeah, I do. I gotta do a bunch of objects now, but like look how good that lighting is on these. Damn. Compared to that, what is that dark, sad, disgusting tree? What is it? Why does it look like that? These trees look way more contrasty and nice. Like, god damn, man. Let me try re-importing this. Maybe, maybe all it needs is to re-import into, like, the updated mod tools? Maybe I don't even need to re-extract. No AI could overcome such an obstacle. RuneScape bots overcome that obstacle. They're powered by ChatGPT now. If you try to call somebody out for being a bot and not talking, the bot will respond realistically. It's crazy. Shoot. Let's try this. Tree. I'm gonna re-import the, where are my trees, actually? Is it pine? Okay. Pine tree. I'm gonna try re-importing the pine tree. Pine tree medium. And let's see. So render, instead of forest 2, it'll be pine tree medium. Pine tree medium. No, it didn't change anything. But what if with the updated Blender toolkit or something, I re-export it out? Maybe it's like some fancy new thing with the Blender toolkit that just didn't exist before. Because it's the same exact model. Oh, wait. But it's technically not, because I filled in the tree trunk, which was not filled in before. Maybe it was bad because it had open parts to it. And then, oh man, do I have to do this for everything? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Select loops, select boundary loops. Mark sharp, so it looks still good on the bottom. Oh, it actually does come to a point at the top. Let's try it. Let me select all the tree branches real quick. Hide it. I don't know why these are all marked sharp here. It comes to a point though. Okay, that's fine. So now I just extract, export. Yo, Demon! Thanks for the 5, man! Still around. Appreciate it. Did you know they're planning on bringing world-famous actor Johnny Sins into the DC universe to play Lex Luthor? I hate to say it, but I don't know who Johnny Sins is. They're a world-famous actor. How come I don't know them? Oh my god. Dude, with a name like that, Johnny Sins, I hate to say it. Like, in my head immediately, I was like, that's a porn name. I was like, there's no way that is an actual person's name. Okay, let's see. Pine tree? Updated pine tree? Updated pine tree? What? Why did it just get so large? That's pine tree large, not pine tree medium. Also, why does the lighting suck on it? I must investigate this mystery further. Like, why do the forest trees get really nice lighting, but these don't? Reveal to me your secrets. Okay, that looks pretty good. Medium, small. I guess the medium could be a little... No, that's good. Okay, okay, I see you, I see you. I've closed up the bottom, but it hasn't seemed to have made a difference. I doubt it's the collision model. So what it's got to be is the fact that the model tag did not exist for this. Let me try adding more bounces to it. I think that's what the thing is here. Objects, levels, multi. Yo, DJ Aftershock, another 2, thank you. Only put stuff allowed is the infamous .ass error. I don't know if you could call it that, but I do hear you. Can't believe they had to recall everything just for a silly joke like that, but still, it do be showing a dude's ass. For those of you guys who don't get the reference, Halo 2 Vista launched as Halo 2 on PC in 2007, and they shipped an editing kit that was like a stripped down version of this editing kit where you couldn't create custom assets and stuff. It was just making your own levels of the existing stuff. And if you got a .ass error, it would show a Bungie employee mooning with his bare ass, and they had to recall all the copies of Halo 2 Vista, and it cost them like millions and millions of dollars. Actually tragic. Hot coffee probably scared them to do it. It might have been around that time. I actually don't know. Okay, I'm going to do 2 bounces on linear shadow detail. And I want to see if that makes this look better. This is going to take a while to render, I think. Yo! That did it. That looks so much better. It was just on really low lighting quality because I'm an idiot. And I made these like a gazillion years ago. I'm gonna set everything to this. Linear and 2 bounces. It looks so much better, dude. What the fuck? I don't even have to re-import these either. I just have to change their lighting settings and then run the command to get them back in. Linear, 2 bounces. And the small one too. Linear, 2 bounces. Where are you? Linear, 2 bounces. Let's do this with the small tree. Watch this beauty take place right here. Boom! Oh, it looks so much better. It's actually like a night and day difference. Alright, we'll let the big tree join the club. This is like a small detail, but to me, this is like such a big deal. I didn't realize that all my old stuff was still using crappy lighting quality. Like, wait for it. Boom. It brightens it up so much. It darkens the shadows. And everything just looks so good. Man, I can't believe I've been missing out this whole time. Demon, thank you for the $5. Apparently we're both a part of Gen Z, and I hate it. I'm Gen Z by 1 year. I was born in 98. The cutoff for millennials was 96, I believe. These trees look so much better. Holy crap, it's like HD. How did I not do this before? What is wrong with me? It literally looks like part of the map now. Like, it's so crisp. They don't look like fake placed forge trees. They look like real trees that were like meant to be here, you know? That's wild. I wonder if the rocks... Wait a minute. No, I just realized. The cliffs. Oh my god, hold on. Rock Cliff Medium. These always looked pretty good. Alright, I always liked the way the Rock Cliffs Mediums looked. But what if I import this with way better lighting? What's that gonna look like? Okay, I need to know. Is it gonna like look like the trees are kind of a big deal because it's got a lot of shadows, it's got a lot of stuff going on. But I don't know, man. It could be a big deal. Let's see. This might take a minute. It's a very detailed model. Oh, I honestly don't see any difference. It's a big deal for the trees because of like the way that they're made of foliage and have tons of shading, but I guess it didn't really make a big deal for the rock. For the cliff, I mean. Rock, cliff, wait, that might not have been the right one. Hold on. Yo, holy shit! Philip Max with $100 super chat? That's fucking huge, dude! Philip, you're crazy for that. That shit's red as hell. $100? Thank you. God damn, man. Holy hell. Thank you so much, dude. You're crazy as hell for that, but thank you. God damn. What'd you say? God dang, it's been a minute since I've caught a live stream. Ukraine has been litty titty. Are you over there right now? Last time I watched your stream, your headset was screwed up. Damn, that was a long time ago. Yeah, it's really been a minute, huh? Anyway, add 400 tunnels to the mountains and hills in order to add depth and verticality as well as map rotation. Yeah, I want to add in like some Forerunner bridges here. I actually completely forgot about this until you just mentioned it. But yeah, I want to add Forerunner bridges in the hills here. These walls that separate out all the biomes in the map, I want to add in like interiors to all of them and like a cool structure type thing in the middle because it's all glitchy right now and unfinished. But yeah, no, trust me, I'm on the same thing with you. Like, I want to add lots of depth and everything. I'm sad because I'm not going to be adding in like a bunch of cool shit as far as like detail on the ground. That way it's a forge canvas. But as far as the actual map geometry, that leaves me a lot of space to do stuff. And what the fuck, Demon with the 50 as well. That's huge too. What is going on, man? I'm just changing the lighting on rocks right now. I'm not doing anything wild, but thank you. Holy fuck, Demon with the $50 super chat. Shit, thank you so much. Ah. Thank you, thank you. The Greatest Generation. That's a really egotistical name for a generation, because you know they named themselves. You know the Greatest Generation grew up and they were like, what should we call ourselves? We're adults now. We gotta start naming generations. How about the Greatest Generation? So 1901 to 1924. I will admit, there were some greats in there, alright? A lot of great people born there. Silent Generation was 1925 to 1945. I'm gonna guess they're called that because of the wars. The Baby Boomer Generation was 1946 to 1964. We're all familiar with the Baby Boomers. Gen X was 1965 to 1975. Makes sense. That checks out. Millennials, 1980 to 1994. Yeah, we get millennials. They grew up with MP3 players. Or sorry, CD players. And then we got Gen Z, 1995 to 2012. What's up? How you doing? That's me. Doing well. Hope you're doing well too. I know some of you are Gen Z. I think a lot of you are Gen Zs in here. Like, I want to say it's like quite a lot of Gen Zs and then some millennials in here. That's what I want to say the audience is. I've seen my stats. It's probably accurate. I don't know about streams, but that's for videos. And then Gen Alpha is 2013 to 2025. Damn, we're about to hit the cutoff for Gen Alpha in 2 years. No, less, like a year and a half. That's terrifying. What's going to come after Gen Alpha? Also, who's naming these generations? Like, is there like a committee that does this? It's a Halo 3 modding stream, 95 here. Hey, that still puts you in Gen Z. I swear I read somewhere that, Gen Z cut off at 96, not 94, but I guess there's not really an official date for it. It's just kind of like an estimate. Oh, Wikipedia says 96 is the cutoff? Yeah, that's right. That's where I read it. It must have been Wikipedia. I was looking it up like a while back. But let's be real. There's not an actual date for it. These are just rough estimates to kind of gauge culture. Gen Chad. We got to give them a cool tech name because their tech's going to be like crazy advanced. Gen Matrix or some shit. DJ with Aftershock with the 2. Thank you. Wholesome. DJ Aftershock with the $200 super chat. Sorry, you can't bait me into faking it, alright? Hold on. Rock Cliff Medium. Did I get the name wrong? I feel like I got the name wrong. Maybe I renamed them manually? Cliff Medium. Render. Cliff Medium. No, I got it right. Huh. But I guess the lighting just really wasn't affected. Pretty much did everything you said. Yeah, but I read it sarcastically, okay? It's technically not the same. Okay, let's look at the flat medium. The flat medium already has good shading, and I can't imagine it'll look much better with better shading. But, on the off chance that it does, I want to try it out. Also, thank you again, Philip, for the 100. That is insane, and it's good to see you. If you're over there in Ukraine, I hope things are going okay. I hope you're doing alright. And Demon, again, thank you for that 50. On top of the 100, too. You're crazy as hell for that. I'm back now. Well, shit, I hope the stuff you saw over there hasn't affected you too much, you know. Being home has its benefits. Unwind, relax. Just, you know, be chill and enjoy yourself. Going from crazy to relaxing can't exactly be the easiest thing in the world. But good news is the chillness has come back. Doing good work, not the fighting. Those days are over for me. Well, happy to hear it. Happy to hear it, man. I would prefer to live in a world where nobody has to do that stuff, but I am thankful for the people that do. Okay. What was I doing? Flat. Flat medium. That's what I was doing. Best Halo cutscene song. I think this is the final mission. I think this is the song that plays during the final mission when you're going on the Warthog run in Halo 3. Flat medium. Let's try putting the flat medium in with some nice lighting here. Let's see what happens. I don't know if anything will change, but who knows. Nothing changed. That's, yeah, go figure. It's a pretty standard piece. What else could I improve lighting on? I feel like the trees are probably just the biggest one. I don't think anything else will really benefit from super high quality lighting. Would it be possible to add in terrain objects that more closely resemble the actual terrain, like huge kind of low poly terrain objects with visible seams rather than the detailed ones there now? Yeah, no, that's totally possible. I just have to model them, but yeah, it's doable. I just pulled these. These are out of Halo 2 Anniversary's multiplayer forge from when the Master Chief Collection launched. These objects are ripped right out of there. They're really fancy. I like them personally just because they have a lot of versatility. You can move them in so many different ways to make so many different, like, nice looking, you know, detailed cliffs and things. But yeah, I agree. They don't really, excuse me. They don't really match everything super, super cleanly. But they do open a lot of possibilities. It looks way better than anything I could personally make. This looks like a Quixel Megascan object. To my eyes, anyway. I'd love that for just trying to make it mesh together with the real terrain. I mean, I agree. But also maps that are made with this look super clean. If you just like separate from the rest of the map, like it's really nice. Can the grass forge pieces have good collision? Please, the small ones do. The thing is that when they get to a certain size, the collision just gets like really hard to calculate. The small ones work really good, but yeah, the anything else is a bit hard. But yeah, when you're on the small ones, they work perfectly. It's just when I scale them up. I might be able to improve that. I'll have to do some testing. I don't want to bore you guys with it on stream, because testing it on stream is like insanely mind-numbingly lame. But I'll try it out off stream, because if I can get better collision on the big pieces, so you're not like running into invisible barriers and stuff over it, you know, that's a pretty big improvement. Yo, German troll face with the 2. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna head off stream. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. It's good seeing you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope the rest of your night goes well. Alrighty. You know, I wonder if the base round pieces would benefit from some better lighting, because they're really dark inside. Let me try that. Let me try that. I think they would. They're the kind of piece that definitely would. FF base round model. I'm sure it's using the default lighting because I was so lazy. Yep. Because it's like an interior space. I think if I do this and then re-import it. Let's see. Did it work already? No, not yet. Let's wait. Whoa. I'll definitely change the lighting. Made it a bit darker, actually. Lighter in some ways, darker in others. Not sure if I like that. Also, it's probably got some pretty cursed geometry up in here. I could probably redo this piece, but instead I'd prefer just to light it a little bit better. Let me see if I can't do this a bit more. 3 bounces on quadratic. Let's give it the highest possible lighting quality and see what happens. It might take a minute. It's like really slow. Oh, that was so worth it. That lighting looks fucking incredible. I need to be doing this on more forge pieces. I can see everything in here now. The light's bouncing around everywhere. That looks great. Damn. Man, why didn't I do this before? Darksteel, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate it. Flat area's too big. We need hilly dunes or some foreigner structures to break it up over there. Darksteel, you're missing the point, man. You make the dunes. You make the forerunner structures. That's your job, not mine. This is a forge map, not a gameplay map. You want a forerunner structure? I got a whole bunch of them in here for you. Here, here's some towers from Reach. How about a tower tall? That's not up to your liking. We've got some more. We've got some more from Reach in here. Where's the big one? Here's a room triple. We even got a Valhalla tower in here. Where's that at? We got some Forerunner hallways as well from Campaign. They look pretty cool. What else do we have? The Valhalla towers in here. Big structure. I could make some more Forerunner structure props. Will there be forgeable AI? Yes, there is forgeable AI on this map. And it is very fun. Demon, thank you very much for the 5. Okay, but the entirety of Epitaph in the middle on top sounds funny. That would be cool. I actually think it would be really cool. That tower is a little too tall. I think what I might do is like take inspiration from it and make like a unique tower that's similar. But I could just also take all of Epitaph. Does it have huge grass vehicles? Yes, it has huge grass vehicles and many more. It's got the Seraph from Huge Grass. It's got the Longsword. We've got new ones like the Condor. The Reach Condor. Some of these are just for fun. Like, clearly, they're not finished, but they work. You know, something that isn't a canyon or island? I mean, I don't know what other kind of structures I could really do. Hills are kind of annoying to work with. Yeah, let's have the Arctic biome as just snowbound too. Yeah, I'll just shove all of snowbound would fit like easily inside this. Shove it in there real quick. Demon with the 5, thank you very much. I mean, Epitaph seems to be an observation tower, so observation of the 4 biomes. No, yeah, I actually think it's a good idea. The only issue is you underestimate the size of Epitaph until you're actually seeing it, and it's just like, you realize that it's so massive, you'd be looking like all the way up there. It is huge. I mean, don't get me wrong, this map is huge too. I'd really have to slap it in Blender to know for sure like how huge I'm talking, but huge is not an overstatement. It's an understatement. Epitaph is a massive map. I could literally load it up and show you what I mean. Hold on. Just shorten it? No, I could. I could for sure. But I'd also have to like blend it into these structures here. I'll figure out how to blend these structures and make an open space that I can slot something into relatively soon. But yeah, I definitely need to figure something out. But it's not a major priority for me. Right now, major priority is getting the whole map working. Because I could literally go in here at any time and put something in. It's not really a problem. Mostly I'm just concerned about like getting the map good. But I will say, watch, like how nice is it to have a forest forge piece now? Like just, oh, let's just rotate that real quick. And let's place another one and rotate that. Oop. Rotate this one too, you know, put it like, oh, how about there? And suddenly with 3 forge pieces now, you have a flat, dense forest. Well, relatively dense. And I could make it have even more trees. It's like a kid's sandbox. Exactly. Exactly. You can play in it and have tons of fun. That's what Ultimate Forge is all about. I feel like I'm playing in a kid's sandbox just making the mod. Maybe the towers from Reach Solitary Skybox? Reach's Solitary Skybox. I have to take a look at that. Demon, thanks for the 5. Could you import a brute chopper into Halo 3? What? Why are you memeing me right now? Why? What do you hope to achieve here? Could you are the walls explorable like any interiors? They will be. So my plan currently is like right here to put a gate, or maybe like right here put a gate that you can go through, and you could close it up with a forge piece. Demon, you spent $5 on that. Yeah, you'd spent $5 on that. But yeah, but on the inside, if you don't close it up, you will be able to like go inside the walls here, and ideally you'll go into like a central room here that you can explore. I just got to work it out, but yeah, there should be space in there for like long things in these walls here. Also, God, this is such a gorgeous biome. Holy shit. Would you use the ODST city doors? No, I would just make it a big empty forge piece that you could slot in there. For sure, a big forge piece to slot in there. Yeah, I would literally just like rip this section out, cut into here and make it look like a doorway, and then the section that I cut out, I would turn into a forge piece. You'd use the doors in the arc for a door. Ooh, wait, that's actually a good point. A big fancy foreigner door would look a lot better than just a giant forge block. I like that you're more creative than I am. I like that idea. It's a good one. Import the Gosshog in a Halo Reach. You know, Hokey, that's a very, very good point. Wait a minute. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I may have ported the Brute Chopper to Halo 3. You know what? I did. Guys, it took me so much work. Really, just the most work. But I did it. You know, what can I say? Full damage states and everything. Took me 3 years. Yeah, no, it was really hard. It took a lot. It really did. Yeah, but you know, we made it. And Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Demon with the $100 super chat. What? Thank you so much for that extremely generous super chat. What words could Demon have possibly attached to such an insanely overkill super chat? Thank you, Demon, for the $100. Holy shit. Let's see. Can you add playable Spartans into Halo 3? Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Halo 3. You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. Hold on. I have an idea. Just hang on here for a second. Let me cook. Let me cook. I did it. I did it. Playable Spartans in Halo 3. We did it. We did it. What can I say? It's the Jiggle Spartan. That was on accident, for the record. If I actually wanted to do jiggle physics, it would look way better than that. Darksteel with the 5. Thank you. Are we allowed to extract El Dorito assets because Halo 3 Chopper needs the El Dorito render model? At this point, it seems that nobody really cares, so I am legally obligated to say no. You should definitely not take the really cool Brute Chopper model and use it in your mods. I think I got something in my eye. Flood Blightlands biome. That would be cool, but also, have you seen how fucking cool the Savannah biome looks? It's so nice. I love it. I fucking love this biome. It is so good. It makes me happy. Very happy, in fact. Give me some Human and Covenant base pieces. That's a very good request, actually. I should... Coag biome? Literally, it is. And with the little canyon I made that's lightly inspired by coagulation, you can kind of bring that dream to life. I just got to add the Savannah trees in here. Actually, wait. Coagulation, weirdly enough, had pine trees, now that I recall. So I could just place some pine trees down, like... Oh god, not a whole forest. What was it? The pine trees in coagulation are like this, right? You have like a large one, a medium one, and then a small one. Oops. And then boom, there's your coagulation trees. You got one base right there. What else do we have? You need like a... I don't know, you just need some stuff. Look, it's basically coagulation made in the new Ultimate Forge. Look at that. There we go. Although it's also missing a cave, and there are not supposed to be giant rock side things, but, you know, whatever. This would actually be a pretty fun map. If you, like, once I get the pieces for the Savannah biome up, you could kind of, like, block this off up to the water, or just, like, block it out into the water, right? And then bing, bang, boom. Kind of looks like you can just walk up the cliff, though. No, not these cliffs. Plus, oh, you could technically on this part, but you would want to, like, block that up by placing down, like if you're actually going to use this for something, you would, for one, you have multiple options here. Not only can you just place a cliff, like a properly colored cliff once I add those in, or an even bigger one than this. Where's the big cliff? You do a large one. There's an even bigger one than this if you want to go crazy. But on top of that, you have another option, which is underutilized in my opinion, which is the invisible wall that only appears in Forge and just is completely invisible but retains collision everywhere else. You can just place one of these down in Forge mode. I can assure you nobody's walking up that cliff. But yeah, like, yeah, you can see them in Forge, but once you're in Customs, all they are is in a big invisible barrier. Although I think they may let you shoot through them? I don't remember. School tools, can someone make a volcano that is active? Yeah, no, that's possible. Can we have an invisible kill barrier, please? I don't know if I can make a proper kill barrier. I can make a kill ball. I can only make spherical kill shapes, unfortunately, but I could make a giant invisible kill ball. And you could place multiple of them. That's possible. And, Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Thank you, thank you. On top of that 100, asking for playable Spartans. That invisible wall texture still makes it hard to line up two next to each other. No, you're right. I need a better texture for this. The moment I placed it down, the first thought in my head was, that's ugly. I should just get the Halo Reach grid. I really should just get the Halo Reach grid. It would be a lot easier to, like, work with that. Because that is a ugly-ass texture. Halo V Beastie with 5 months. Good to see you. I always recognize your name. It stands out. Standoff base and high ground base would be dope. I would say it would be great to add them, but I would basically have to remake them from scratch because those bases, the exact moment those bases touch the terrain, they cut off. So if I ripped those bases out of the map, they would have like weird jagged edges on the exact place the terrain used to be. Kind of like how the Valhalla base is a bit scuffed in that same way. If I wanted to make the Valhalla tower like proper and not have these like scuffed bits, I would have to basically just remodel it completely from scratch, redo the textures on all these bottom areas, etc., etc. It would be a worthwhile project, don't get me wrong, but it would take a while, like quite a while. But still, doable. Demon, thanks for the 5. Also, you missed the first 5 after the 100? No shot, did I? Oh my god, how did I miss that? I didn't see that at all. My bad. Thanks for the 5 there, though, as well. I mean, souls sell for a lot of USD at the exchange. The Greed Ring is a hell of a great place to get money. Wait, the Greed Ring of Hell is a good place to get money. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Find all those ex-politicians. Dude, why does the Valhalla base slap so hard in this area? Foreigner structures in the coagulation area look sick. Is that just me, or does that just look really fucking good? I like that a lot, man. I've never seen a foreigner structure in this biome, and I really think it looks good. That's pretty sick. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of that. That fucks hard, not gonna lie, right? Like it does. The Valhalla base just rocks in general. True, true. This is an amazing base design. Very iconic. I wonder if I... Should I add man cannon lifts built into this, or should I just... Nah, you know what? I should totally add man cannon lifts built into this, dude. Why do I not have that already? You know what? Green Ignite. Green made this base a long time ago. He made this like a really long time ago. It was like one of his early Halo 3 Forge objects, if I recall. And he made it and sent it to me for the mod, which I was really appreciative of, because... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot of work to get something like this in the game. But I think... No, I know for a fact, both Green and I have improved substantially since then. I think I could save him the time because he's busy working on his mod, and I might just remake the Valhalla base object. I tried to do it a while ago, but I was like, damn, I'm so lazy, and this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. But you know what? I think I'm finally going to do it. I think I'm finally going to do it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. It'll be an actual pain in the ass to do, no doubt, but it would look so good to have a fully realized Valhalla base that is not, like, clipped with the ground terrain there. And also with work, because I can add working man cannons to this. I was just thinking like, oh, I should actually put man cannons on this, but then I also thought at the same time like, well, the fucking, these things don't even have collision on some of them. And while it looks really good, like, half the time you can't even stick it into the ground properly because, you know, there aren't even ramps coming off these, like, parts here, and I could just easily add ramps to it. And, like, why would you ever want to use this, you know? What, like, nobody wants to use this because it's annoying to, like, put in the game. But theoretically, I could make, like, a really sick Valhalla base with this. Theoretically, that is. What about the whole pyramid from the outside of the control room on Halo 3? I've taken a look at that as well. That is something I have extracted before, but it also has some of the same issues as this. And also this works a lot better functionally than the control room does. The control room's kind of just an outside thing. And while I could piece together many parts of it, I think this would be... I personally think this would be a much better thing. I mean, that ugly bottom part can't be too hard to correct. Well, no, the ugly bottom part is kind of hard to correct, but only because I have to, like, manually go in and recreate all of the geometry and get creative with it. But if I'm being real, and I'm not being lazy, it's not that bad. It would definitely take, like, a good couple of hours to do for just this one object. But if you ask me, this is one of the most important objects in this entire mod. It's an all-in-one Forerunner base. And no offense to Green, because I know he was trying hard on this, and it was really good for the time. I think it's about time I stepped up and remade it. And I gave it my all. Yeah, it's poopy. Listen, man, I'm not shitting on you, okay? You made this a long time ago, and I loved it for a long time. You put in a lot of work that I definitely did not want to. And it worked. Like, the physics model is pretty damn solid. It's impressive. But it's about time we changed things up. Probably. I'm probably going to start this and go, oh, why did I do this to myself? Maybe I'll do it off stream, though, because I've been having a lot of fun on stream with this. Doing it off stream would be a lot better. Getting close to updating the composition convex thing to work 3.6. Wait, are you using ChatGPT to update the plugin? You totally are, aren't you? Because that would be so fucking smart if you were. Maybe. No, that's actually really smart. I am a shit Python coder, and I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm really liking how everything's looking. I just don't know if I want to spend the rest of the stream now working on a Valhalla base, because it's actually been fun and I think good content to just be like working on this and getting some cool, good work done. Ooh, I know what I want to do. I'll do Valhalla base later off stream because that's like a really tedious, long, and boring process. Instead, I'm going to say, fuck that. I'm going to try making a cliff. I'm going to try making this cliff into a cliff over here. I want to try making a Savannah cliff. Whoa, what's all this? This is the new Ultimate Forge. Work in progress. Heavy work in progress. You use CE beam towers? I use the CE beam towers on Huge Grass, but I think this is a lot better. What's this, a Battle Royale arena? No, this is a Forge canvas. It's 4 different biomes all in a single map. And they'll all be connected through like gates and stuff, and you can build anywhere you want. All in a single game. Now then. Wait, reach remake of the CE beam tower would be like a mad one if you haven't already done anything like that. I think it would look really cool, but I don't know how it would look in Halo 3's art style. Reach's art style is pretty different. Not like completely different, but different enough that things can look a little funky. I will say one Reach thing that looked really good in Halo 3 was the Falcon. That was a good port. I think it came out really good. To use the Forerunner structures from Halo 4's Valhalla. Oh, you mean Ragnarok. I don't remember what Ragnarok 100% looks like, if I'm being real. But I bet you money the Ragnarok Forge structures are complete underneath the terrain. I wonder if anybody has access to like an old build of Halo 3 where the Valhalla towers were not merged with the terrain. I wonder if there's such a thing. Well, I'll focus on that later. I kind of want to make a cliff for the Savannah. Let's try it. Let's try it. So, go to my tags folder. Oh, you guys can't even see. Hold on. Go to my tags folder. Let's start with cliff medium. I'm going to rename this to Savannah. No, cliff medium Savannah. And rename everything to Savannah. Okay, they're all named the correct thing. Now I just gotta hook them up. Really, really easy to do. Takes like 30 seconds. Whoops. Start with the highest level tag. My mouse is so broken. I need to buy a new mouse, dude. I've got like parts falling off mine right now. I'm putting up with it for like a week and it's driving me crazy. Okay, cliff medium Savannah. Cliff medium Savannah, blah, 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 blah. All I really need to change on this is some of the textures. So right now it is using the material called Cliff. It's one I made a while ago. But I'm going to swap this out for Cliff Medium Savannah. I'm going to do Cliff Savannah. It's going to be a brand new texture. Or material, sorry. And this texture is, instead of using the colors for like these rocks and stuff, actually, what is this? Color mask map. So all it does is change colors. And the base map that I've been using for it for the longest time is this. It's the basic rock texture that like a lot of the grassy cliffs use. But now I get to swap that out for a way better cliff texture for the Savannah biome. Which I do actually have to go grab real quick, because I don't have it on hand. Multi-shaders, cliff, Savannah. Okay, yeah, so the one I want is the base map of the Deadlock Cliff Rock, which looks like this. No, wait, actually, is it that one? Rock granite detail? No, that's fine. The bump map is this. Ooh, that is such a good bump map. What is the detail? Macro color? The detail? Oh, okay, it uses this as a detail map. That's pretty important. But it does use, it's a different bump map, right? Yeah, okay. Yo, Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate it. Would it save on forge pieces if the tunnel gates were machines instead of forgeable things? Theoretically, but there wouldn't really be any way to block them off. And at the most, if you're using like one region in your map, you would only need 2 of those, which is not a huge deal. And if you wanted to make a map that doesn't even access the foreigner walls, you could just place down invisible walls, which you would probably want to do anyway, because you want invisible walls to like cover everything up. So I don't actually think it's like a horrible thing that they're there. A base map, I'll swap it out. And then bump map. Actually, what is the bump detail map on this? Kind of important, but I'll survive. Okay, rock basic bump. What are you? Is this the bump map that's made specifically for it? No, it's not. It uses a different one. Okay, so I can use the bump detail map. Sweet. All right, let me throw this in here. Let's see what the new cliff medium Savannah looks like. Let's place it over in the Savannah. I hope... Oh, the colors are probably going to be a little off now that I think about it. Let me mess with that real quick. Cliff Savannah doesn't have any changes to the colors. So, okay, I'll have to mess with the colors. So the colors might be a little off at first, but let's see how it looks. Not a bad start, actually. Not a bad start. Definitely not quite right, but we can tune it. It's not bad, though. Yo, Demon, thanks for the 5. Appreciate it. Just put a rock over the button to open the door. Boom. True, but what you're not accounting for there is that the machine being on the map in the first place still counts toward the object budget, even if you can't place it or not. So it would actually be worse to use the machine because you don't even have the object, the option of removing it. It's just permanently affecting your budget. Whereas if you're clever enough, you won't even need to place that down in the first place. Lots of donations today. Yeah, no, today's actually been really crazy. Like, a really crazy day. I don't want to drive across perfectly flat terrain, so I won't have to worry about the walls. Yeah, and I mean, most people won't. That's why I left all this empty space. And there's tons of empty space above the map, too, so it's like, you know, it's probably fine. When will the mod be released? I'm aiming for a week, but knowing me, it's going to take longer than that. Okay, this bump detail, or the bump map, needs to be scaled like 4 times. 8 times. That's a little bit better. 16 times. Okay. Looking nicer. What if I make, what about the base map? Scale uniform. 16 times it's already set. What about 32 times on that? Because these textures are like... No. 16 times is good. The color's still not quite right, though. It needs to be a bit more orange. Ooh, that's starting to match. It is starting to match. Although the bum map is really ugly. Like, why is the bum map so freaking ugly? It's like just insanely bumpy. When he says a week, he means month. So I'd say 1 to 2 months. No, definitely not that long. Even I know that's crazy. I think it's just too light. I think it needs more saturation. Also, bro, what is up with that bump map? It is hideous. What if I make the bump map like 64? Oh, whoops. 64 times. Hold on, let's see what does this look like? Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm editing the wrong one. It was fine at 16. I was not editing the granite bump this whole time. Bump detail. Wow, okay, there we go. That's much better. Holy crap. That made a world of difference. But yeah, definitely needs some more saturation, I think, in the lighter parts. Okay, that might be a bit too much saturation, especially in the dark bits. What do you guys think? That's a pretty decent match, yeah? Demon with the 5! Ooh! Oh, who messed it up this time? Ooh! Let's see, let's read this 5er. Let's read the message on this 5er. Demon with the 10. That's 2 5ers, and yeah, there's a lot of donations because Demon is excited his new $5,644 computer is finally at his place. Are you on it right now? No, you're still at work. You're still at work. That's right. I forgot. I forgot. Oh my god, Jesus. Okay, I need a ground piece to go along with this. If I can get a good ground piece, I will be so satisfied right now. Even got Lockheed money or something? Or are you applying Thema Works at Lockheed Martin? I actually have a Lockheed Martin hat. I picked it up at a thrift store. Thrift shop, not a shore. Check this out. Lockheed Martin Energy. Some old employee gave it up at a thrift store. Mine now. I walk around town like, yeah, I work for a government contractor. Little do they know, I'm a Halo modder. Those idiots. Let's do a flat medium Savannah. Let's rename everything. To flat medium Savannah. For now, yeah. I don't think I'll be working there anytime soon. I'm not exactly college educated. Alright, let's look at this. We got one material. Thank God. And thank me. I just sell souls in the greed ring of hell. Very profitable. Hey, I'm not here to judge, you know, man? If it works, it works. Oh, I already have shaders for a bunch of stuff in here. That's pretty cool. I might be able to reference those, because it's been a long time since I worked on these. Okay, what do we have here? So, it's the same texture as the other one. But instead, it uses all this. Okay, then I, in this case, need to use... Do I do dirt or grass and then color it differently? Let me take a look at my normal ground flat pieces. Ground flat, medium. Rock flat, medium. Okay, so my rock flat, medium... Actually, it's just mostly grass. But it uses different shades of green to represent all of that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add in the Savannah grass. Flat, medium Savannah. And we're just going to start working on it in real time. So this is currently the Savannah piece, but obviously, you know, I haven't changed it yet. It's just grassy. So here is how I'm going to do this. I got to go into the actual level. Find ground Savannah. Close all this other stuff. I don't need it. Here's the ground Savannah that I use on the map for the actual terrain here. I'm thinking I use this as like the entire thing, because I can either use dirt or grass and then color it, so I figured it'd be better to use grass and just color it for that. So let me give that a try. Grass, dirt, diffuse. What does this one look like? Grass, dirt, diffuse. That actually might be perfect. Okay, so I'll grab the grass, dirt, diffuse. Actually, what does the bump map for this one look like? Because that's pretty important. Yeah, this one's perfect. Okay, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. So I take the texture for the grass dirt, right? Put it in there. Then I need a bump map and a bump detail map. So I will grab the bump map. Put it in here, wherever that is. Bump map, boom. Right now it's using it. I don't know why it's using a rock bump map for all of these. That seems kind of cursed, but whatever. I'll put in... This is a detail map, not a detail bump map, yeah. What happens if I put a detail map in the detail bump map? That's going to be terrible. Well, whatever. Let's just put that in and see how it looks. And it's disgusting. Why does it look like that? Oh, the scaling is completely off for some reason. Why? Gross. And the... Oh, no. That was correct. I mean, the bump map's been wrong. Dude, I was such a noob when I did this. Oh my god, going back and looking at this stuff is horrifying. I'm just disturbed by my own work. It's awful. And the bump detail map does... Oh my god, man. What was I doing? Okay. Bump detail map's good. Actual diffuse map probably doesn't need to be scaled like a zillion times. We probably do like 8 and 4. How does that look? Okay-ish, I think. Now I think I just gotta manually color match it at this point. So I have like the gray part, which is the edge here. That needs to be kind of brownish, I'm pretty sure. Let's give it like a darkish brown. That's too dark. Let's give it a lighter brown, kind of orangey. The actual grass is kind of a... What color would you say it is? It's like... It's greenish brown? There's like a light green in there, which I guess could be like... Kind of like a pale, sickly, darker green. And then the actual dark green could be like a brownish yellow. Not a bad color match, but it's definitely way too dark. What is neutral gray? What if I set that to red? What is that? Oh my god. Yeah, no, I think, I'm thinking... Gonna definitely need some work here. I think all these colors are just too dark, honestly. And also way too saturated. Desaturate the hell out of them. Not bad. It's getting there. It's getting there. I think the browns on the side could use something. Just read a lot of my stuff tonight. Yeah, I've been trying to read chat a decent bit more. I'm getting that motherfucking chopper and I'm gonna use it everywhere. Well, best of luck to you. Shouldn't be too hard. But I, you know, on stream like this, definitely not gonna give advice on something legally questionable. Because I would never do that personally. I'm a good boy, and I know better. What do you guys think? That's kind of Savannah-y. Savannah grassy. I feel like that's a decent match. Looks like it's been urinated on. No, I agree. There's like these weird yellows in here I'm not a fan of. What is that? Is that this? No, it's not that. That's actually pretty good where it was at. Is it this brown kind of just blending it in? Oh, that looks a bit better. There's just too much, like... It's a shame. I want to get some of that dirt texture in there, but if I do, it's like on the top as well. Unless... I take this yellow. I'm going to save this yellow color right there, just in case. What if I make this the brown? Hold on, there's a secondary brown color I should be able to access here. What does that do? Progress. Okay, it needs to be light, and it needs to be tan. Light, tan. Too much saturation. Reduce the saturation. That helps, actually. It kind of seems like there's dirt patches now. More dirt patches, I mean. Save this color, too. And then what if I make this bright red? What is this actually affecting? Okay, so this is like the water runoff. Water runoff patches and like a lot of the sides here. What if I made that all black? What am I looking at? Okay, now from all black, what if I just bring it up to be, you know, a little brown? Still way too dark, but we're getting somewhere. Saturated, a little more brown. Still too dark. Let's bring up that brightness a lot. Definitely still too dark. Not bad, but too saturated. Reduce saturation. A lot. Increase saturation a bit. That was too much. I overshot there. That's kind of like dead savanna grass. So do you guys think? I feel like that color matches decently well. I'm convinced. I'm convinced this is good. I'm still a little iffy on this though, I won't lie. This texture might be a little too bright actually. I think I might need to darken the rocks. I don't know, let me put it side by side to a well. Yeah, see it's really pale. It's like desaturated. It's like there are parts that are that desaturated, but then there's parts that are like a darker, more saturated color. Let me mess with the rocks. Hold on. Keep an eye on those rocks, guys. Make sure those rocks don't go anywhere. I don't want those rocks going anywhere without my say-so. I'm going into the files right now. I found something. Yep. No, yeah, I found something. Oh, yeah, that's a rock. That's definitely a rock that I'm looking at right now. So, issue is, it needs to be more orange on the darker bits. And the lighter bits are just too prominent, really. Okay. I'm saving this color, too. What if I make this all red? What am I looking at? So this is just weathering. So just the weathering, I think, should be the light part. So in actuality, that's the light part that I should have. Whereas the other part should have been the darker part all along. Because the other part, which looks pretty good, is more weathering. Which also should be pretty light, but not that light. I think that matches a little better, but like I said, pale, still too pale. And then that's just a bit too saturated. I could reduce it a little bit. And what does this saturation look like? Yeah, that's also just way too saturated. That brings it back a nice amount. And that means last but not least, this is the primary color here. And that's too saturated. But just a little bit more couldn't hurt. That feels like a match. A relatively good match. What if I turn this really dark? What does that do? I'm just gonna stick with that. I'm not sure I can actually make it much better than that. I think that's a pretty decent look. So do I feel like I'm in a savanna looking at this right now? I think I'd be more convinced if there were more trees. Maybe if the compression artifacts on that weren't ass, but not bad. Not bad. Wait, I have one more thing I want to try before I switch up on the rocks. I'm going to reduce the bump map scale. And the regular texture scale as well. And the bump detail scale. Wait, why is the diffuse coefficient 6? Oh, that's why the diffuse coefficient was 6. Oh my god, the diffuse coefficient has been 6 on them the whole time? Wait. Oh, I know why. That actually lets me blend it a lot more. No wonder it looks so wildly saturated. You know what? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm a fan. I like it. And the grass isn't bad either. We got a Savannah rock set in. Let's fucking go. I feel like that was the easy part, though. The winter part is the one I'm going to do last, because I'm actually not even finalized on these being the wintry rocks. I like them, but I don't know if I like them enough to keep them. They do look good, though. It's not a rock. It's a boulder. Let's do sand next. Sand is like fucking easy, dude. Sand is like, I'm pretty sure I already did a sand piece, if I'm not mistaken. So let's do sand next. This is like, it's too easy. So we'll do cliff, medium, desert. Right? We'll just hook it all up like we did before. Easy peasy. Blah, blah, blah. Should they should make the snow cliffs out of ice? I was considering it. There were the really nice ice shader I was peeking at on Avalanche. But I was like, because I had a choice. I had a choice between rocky cliffs or icy cliffs, and both of them I think would have looked pretty good. But I haven't even tried to see what the icy cliffs would look like on here. So, I don't know. I could try it, for sure. It was definitely not out of the question. Cliff. Des. Alright, let's give these desert cliffs a little bit of love. This desert part should be easy. I literally just like basically slap that shader on these things. More or less. And call it a day. Let's add in our desert cliff so we can get a good look at it. Forge, cliff, medium, desert. Yeah, Savannah one is a little bit out of place here. The desert one. So right now it looks like the grassy one, and we're gonna fix that. So where's a cliff I can... You're my comparative cliff. Let's get to work. So first things first, on the desert cliff, we gotta go look at the actual desert cliff. Cliff sand is what I've called it. And there's actually a couple to choose from. I am partial to this cliff texture right here. I think this looks really good. The one with like the white stripes down it. That's what I'm gonna use for most of the cliffs here anyway when I paint it. So I'm gonna try and match it to that. Where's the sun? Sun's over there. Okay, let's move you out into the sunlight so I can actually see better. Alright. So I want to get that texture. I don't know if it's macro. Yeah, this is literally it. It's just like this really craggy rock photo texture. Which is funny because this is the actual texture for it, but if you look, it's literally just a photograph that they have repeating. Like there's like dirt, cliffs, and stuff up here. Which if you think about it makes no sense. Like why is there a cliff with like rocks and pebbles on it in the actual texture? It's not like you'd ever see it, but it is there. Anyway, that's the one I want. Waste rock, macro. And I will put that as the base map here instead of rock basic. And waste rock bump instead of the regular bump map. And there's actually no detail bump, so I'll just keep the basic one. So right off the bat, that already makes a pretty huge difference. Let's make sure everything is set properly. Base is set to 16. Bump map is set to 16 as well. Nice. Not bad, but the colors are definitely off. It needs to be lighter and paler. Or I just set everything to white for now. It's actually just not pale enough. What the hell? Can I even make it pale enough? I'm gonna have to set the... I have to set the diffuse up. It's at 6. What if I set to like 12? Oh my god, yeah, that's a lot. How about like 8? It's just too saturated for some reason. Are you gonna make the desert cliffs more brown like the arc? Oh yeah, absolutely. But try and match that arc color. This is a bit of a tough one, actually. I might have to do some fancy stuff with it. Make some custom textures. Any showcase on how far the mod has come so far? Well, it went from the old Ultimate Forge that you maybe knew and played on to a map that has... Well, this is a really unfinished biome. It looks really bad. But we have like a grassy biome with like new forest objects. You can place down tons of trees at once. I'll be redoing the Foreigner Tower. There's going to be new fun vehicles that are just to mess around with, like the Reach. Condor. Snowy one's also unfinished. We got a nice Savannah biome that looks really pretty. New Savannah rock so that you can build your own Savannah biome stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What else? All the old stuff. I'll be fixing up the Mega Mantis to make it work. Frigate makes a return. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. There'll be like interiors to these Foreigner walls soon. Not bad, not bad. Okay, how do I make you less saturated? I think I actually have to make a custom texture for this thing, which I was really hoping not to do. I was hoping I'd just do all this shader stuff, but yeah, let's do be something. Just put some large Foreigner doors and tunnels between each biome. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking about doing. Exactly what you said, Striking, is what I've been talking about and what everybody in chat's been talking about. I think it's a great idea. Like, damn, this looks so great. It looks so crisp in HD, but like, it's saturated and has all these colorful noise artifacts. I can do better than this. Maybe I should redo these textures completely, because they are pretty scuffed. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kinda gotta go shopping. I think maybe I end the stream a little bit earlier than I wanted to, because I desperately need to go shopping before it gets any later. I did not go shopping today, and I am literally starving to death out here. Yeah, you know what? I'm having a lot of fun, but I know I'm gonna keep having a lot of fun tomorrow, and I'm really sleep deprived. I'm running off of coffee and adrenaline. So I think I'm gonna call it here. Just for today. I will be streaming this tomorrow, and I will be just as excited for this. I'm loving this project. I am absolutely loving it. Wait, watch this, watch this. Let's go give a little bit of love to the Savannah biome. By the way, to all the people who requested in Huge Grass that I increase the upward speed of the Falcon, I have doubled it. It's still a little slow, but it is now double. Dude, this is my favorite biome, hands down. Like, you're kidding, right? Like, this is so nice. God, like, look how good that is. I didn't even have to try for this. It just came out, like, practically this good. I mean, like, obviously I tweaked it, but, like, man, look at that. And the new Savannah pieces look pretty natural. I'll probably mess with them a little more, but, like, damn, man, that's already a really good start. I hope people make like blood gulch with this. It's looking good. It's looking good. Coagulation is going to become a reality. Maybe with a Mega Mantis. I need to fix these sounds one of these days. Well, yeah, guys, the mod's coming together. It's really pretty. I'm excited. I'm going to keep beautifying it, but I got to go eat. I am a human being at the end of the day. A human being who often forgets to go grocery shopping and has to cut stream short because of it. But, you know, still a human being nonetheless, alright? Modders do be out here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I've honestly, this is one of my favorite streams I've had in a long time. I'm incredibly thankful for the ridiculous support that I've gotten today. Like, holy shit. But also, you guys have been giving me some really great ideas in chat, and I really appreciate that. I hope you've been enjoying just watching this stuff. Because I truly have had a blast today. And I plan to do more tomorrow. So if you enjoyed, be sure, if you're not subscribed, hit the notification bell. You'll know when I'm live next. Also, join the Discord server if you just want to get notified that way. If you find YouTube notifications obnoxious, I personally do. I don't blame you. But yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, come back tomorrow. It'd mean a lot to me. Anyway, have a great night, you guys. I hope you're well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.